Stories high. People are getting loose, y'all. They're getting down on the roof. To hear the phone was flaming out of control. If the soul entertaining when the boogie starts to explode. I heard somebody say, "Let's go and find it." Just go and find satisfaction. Game in a chain reaction. Couldn't get enough till I had to self-destruct. Keep us on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We are live, and it's a glorious Saturday. And I don't know about you, but I've been having so much fun recently with our new lolcow on the internet. And tonight we're going to go have a deep dive into the bottomless pit of a man who's so far removed from reality. You might as well be living in a fucking a Saturday morning cartoon with him. Oh, but just to the word of warning, yeah, I don't think those T-shirts fit European trading standards. So, A, get that sorted, Vinnie, and B, don't ever turn up to a Wicker Man festival in a TRR T-shirt. I think you go up in fucking flames. But anyway, lads and ladies, we'll get on with the show, shall we? Okie dokie. I'll mod Chris up as well in a bit. All right then, guys. Right, so how are we doing this evening, ladies and gents? You can see my screen, I hope. Good. And here we are. So, what's it all about? What's Vincent Gay Babble all about? Well, for the last how many months has it been? 3 months. We've been in a little disagreement with one Vincent Berkowitz of where does he live now? Somewhere in London. You know, can't get out of the M25. Mr. Berkowitz has unfortunately decided to just label everyone he comes across these days as Antifa. You know, every rock you find, every park bench, there's an Antifa there. It's all Antifa. Like, every time he opens his cereal in the morning, Antifa pop out. I mean, it's not a way to live, is it, mate? We're just here for the absolute keynote that has been lapped upon our laps in the last few months. And well, 5 days ago it came to a head, didn't it? And let's just say 37 gang have been having a great time. we've been on such a high the last 5 days. I mean, you just can't make this up. I mean, if you ever doubted that the 37 gang did not control everything, if you'd ever doubted that this motto was not true, then tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you just how wrong you were. We don't control everything. We only control the important stuff. The lolcows, the retards, and the telegram faggots. So come on a journey with us. And let us begin. Now here we have the newest incarnation of let's try and take down the 37. Who are the 37? The mysterious online group who have seemingly have every right-wing group up in a tizzy about them because they don't give no shits. They don't take no punches. They are who they are. much like Vinnie's little saying we are who we are. Well, 37 are who they are, and they are holding people to account. So let's dive into this treasure trove of delight, shall we? Let us begin at the beginning of February the 28th. It was a cold, dark winter's night, and I believe Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Berkowitz, sorry, was basically just reposting 37's chat, which is an open group. It's like, this is like no revelation. And as soon as we found or saw his little experiment here, we just thought, yeah, let's just troll this guy, and well, we'll see what pursues. Yeah, proceeds. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. Our first exhibit A. I think is I think right, here we go. So Vinnie Sullivan at people, please stop using Hitler or fascism to describe the current biowarfare and economic destruction being carried out by Bolshevik communists. Likening Macron, Biden, Boris, and Trudeau and so on to Hitler is as cringe as it is inaccurate. Inaccurate. Oh fucking hell! I can't even speak, can I? How can protectionist radical nationalism be open border liberal internationalism? And of course, Alexandra, bless her soul, says, "What the hell?" He's just like, do you know what is cringe? Like mentioning Hitler as some kind of godlike figure, Vinny, which you'll do, numerous times throughout this this postings of these in this channel. So I have a bigger one. Okay, and then okay, here comes the pig cranium memes. And quit having fun. Yeah, with well, it came down to the who do you choose, Russia or Ukraine? Who's gonna win? And I think everyone chose Ukraine, the fucking Russian side, except Vinny. Everyone in the world seems to pick Russia for winning this conflict, and except Vincent for some reason. Maybe we'll find out later. Oops. Did I just destroy your bioweapon labs in Ukraine? Well, my bad. Okay, and here we go. Here comes the first assault from Mr. Berkowitz. Here we have a supposed right-wing nationalist man in Mr. Berkowitz doxing another person. He, because he has disagreements with him. This supposedly Mr. James Snapcott is he's supposedly Hemi, right? But Vinny hasn't like clarified any of that. It's a communist Antifa group. The 37, as well as his friends, seem to be enjoying the deaths of our people. Remember this face when it is all said and done, right? Because this is what this post actually here like kind of like began the triggering, shall we say? This when it really kicked into full force. You'll see in a minute because literally I think I caused him to go into fucking meltdown mode with my little response to him. Whereas, let's see. Oh, wow. Here's another good meme. No wonder Vinny's pro Ukraine. He wants more Eastern European bussy, huh? Nice. Is that what you're after, Vinny? Okie dokie. Yes. Lots of pigs in Ukraine. Putting his foot ready for Ukraine away. Oh, here we go. What's this? Narcissistic women, child doctor. Yeah, not everyone liked Vinnie Sullivan. Don't think Stokey's a fan of him. The madman's going for it. There we go. I'm not actually showing my screen, am I? Oh, fuck's sake. I'm a retard. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Right, I'm gonna go back. So yeah, I haven't missed much. Where we go. Right, so here's the post in question. that starts the triggering of the Mr. Berkowitz. It is the supposed docs of someone called James Shapcott. Right, and there's loads of memes, and there we are, another Putin meme. He's going for it, lads. He's gonna take over the world. Some of the worst talk. Oh, here we are. Mr. Patriot. He just starts posting all the memes we've made. Oh, here's my favorite one. Here's one I did earlier, lads. Charlie auditioning for the Black Swan remake. Now, we'll be getting on to our good old friend Mr. Potatoes Bravas later, won't we? Later in the show, I'm afraid. Hey everyone, Russia is invading Ukraine. See, nobody cares. I don't know. We don't know why. Why would you why would you like put so much stock in this conflict that's not even to do with us? Like the only people who do that are cringe wignats, right? The only people who are like no more brother wars. Well, and then yet they're the people that like who's Sky Daddy, Mr. Hitler called Slavs less than human, didn't he? He was basically like. So it's kind of like, guys, if why do you give a shit so much, right? It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Social survey all over it. So Mark. Okay, so yeah, he just keeps posting what people like. He just like copy and paste that 37 chat for a bit. Russian troops through the Donbass. Oh, that's a good meme. Yeah. Here we go. Good old JMK. Stalin memes. More memes. Just memes. More memes. More pig memes. And then here we go. Here we are. He wants to smear people and lie. It's all fair then. We need Billy Sullivan's sex offender nonce poster. We need to start calling the Nazi bastard out. Okay, so he does a Antifa nonce. Vincent Burke exposed supporting LGBT forces in Ukraine, being kicked out from 109 houses. Attacking no more brother wars activists. Oh, here we go. Here's his real. Here he begins to. Here we go. Here's the start of it. Attacking no more brother wars activists. Right. Yeah. Literally every libtard anti supports Ukraine, which is true. To be honest, so far I've seen the only people we've seen who have actually been supporting this are liberal people. Ukraine seems to be on. Most people understand, Russia's, side of it. Not necessarily they're right, but here we are. Okay, so what do you lot think? Oh, of course, Resident 37 dropping, alcoholic Mr. Skane Cox drops by and asks everyone the most important questions of the night. So, what do you lot think of Hitler? Try asking that in the 37 chat. See what you get. I implore you to try. Shout, small willy, big nose. I think is Zeb's response. Okay, so here we go. Mr. Vincent Sullivan, aka Mr. Berkowitz. Be aware, Chris Mitchell, directly connected to Antifa and the police who work with the 37. If you decide to interact, do not give him the ability to have you arrested. You've been warned. Well, that's going to come into play later on, actually, when I think Mr. Berkowitz decides that he should, send the police around to someone else's house. Exactly. I wouldn't say Ben is Antifa because of it, but what I'm saying is Antifa are backing Ukraine. They're always behind the mainstream narrative. But Vinnie doesn't see this, does he? No. He just wants no more brother wars, which, they're not our brothers, Vinnie, as we'll get on. Might be a surprise and worry to some. Ben Raymond was a big fan of Doctor. Oh, here we go. Okay, so he reposts something on the Doxxers channel, talking about how Ben Raymond talked to the Doxxers and confirmed some details about Mark Collett being in national action, being hanging around national action actually before it was prescribed, and Sam Mellier as well being part of National Action at the time before it was proscribed. So they're ex-National Action members or hanger-ons. Okay, talking about his sentencing. Lockhart attempted involvement in National Action and grooming of Ryan Fleming, which is also confirmed by what Dowson and Griffin were saying. Actually, you know, they said that Mark was trying to worm his way in there and you know, change it up before it got into the state it was in. A convicted paedophile. Oh wow! Oof! For leadership will be put out for autism. Ouch! So he was trying to. Oh, dude, Mark, what are you doing? Raymond told us anyway. Sam could have. This is a good one actually from Doxers. Raymond told us that the only way Sam could have been at this event in this police kettle with the people he was with and dressed as he was, he had to have been in the Yorkshire NA chat on wire. He didn't end up there by accident, as Towler pathetically claimed. Your leaders are lying to you time and again, and it's your liberty that they're putting at risk. Well, he's right, actually. Yeah. How do you end up in completely black gear in dress like everybody else in a police kettle? You just end up there by accident, do you? And then later on, obviously, Hope Not Hate came out with that report, and there's a photo of like them all sitting down in the pub together with their, you know, masks off and shit. It's like, yeah, that's not coincidence, is it? So yeah, you've just been lied to by like Laura and Sam for God knows months. I mean, Sam even told me back end of a live stream once that he was actually part of National Action. So yeah, he's an ex-NA member. Post confirms Ben. Okay, so Vinnie has a problem with this. Post above confirms that Ben Raymond was working with Antifa before his partner joined their ranks. Right, you know, this will come into. You remember this, guys? Yeah, you know, it'll flip flop between. Oh, I adore Ben. You know, I adore Ben Raymond to basically he's Antifa. Okay, here we go. Here comes the triggering, guys. I replied to Vinny's little thing about Ukraine and brother wars, and I just said, Ukrainians are not our people, you melt. There was nothing wrong with that statement because it's true. They're not our people. They're not British. So why the fuck should you give a shit? You only give a shit if you're a cringe wignut. You only give a shit if all you care about is a white unity and the the United States of Europa. Fucking. It's never going to happen, lads. Sorry to tell you this, but Europeans have been fighting each other for fucking thousands of years. You think they're going to unite now? Best you can hope for is the British people coming together, right? That's your first goal. Anything after that, it's a fucking pipe dream. Okay, so, and then obviously he wants to check my bio. I actually specifically like put this bio in just to trigger people like him because yeah. Sorry, Vinny, but like cringe rignatism, it's gotta go. And he actually corrects my spelling of Hitler. I actually spelled it wrong on purpose. Hi Joe Hitler Sims 37 are coming for you. This is a self-admitted communist and a police informer. Citation needed there, Vinny. Okay, Ukrainians aren't even people. And then obviously JMK comes in, barreling in. Ukrainians aren't even people. Hot take there. Ukrainians are pigs and pigs are going to stop. Oof. JMK. Trusted you like Benito licked Ukrainian arts. Oh, JMK. Lol claims. Okay, from Chris Mitchell. Lol claims I work with police. If I had worked with the police, then why isn't he in a cell right now? Doxed my family, including a child, and threatened me countless amounts of times. So wouldn't that man mean he's also a fair not to be arrested by my connections? Not really thought this one through, has he? Typical Antifa G-Fed comment from him. Oh, do you want to listen to should we listen to the good old memes of Nazbol Phil?
Also, can the fucking cringe wignats stop saying no more brother wars? Like, literally, Adolf Hitler. Like, if you worship Hitler and you think he's fucking amazing, Hitler fucking hated Slavs. Absolutely fucking despised Slavs. Yeah? Don't get shit twisted. Don't think he thought Slavs were brothers. He didn't think that at all. Ukraine, Russia, all that fucking shit. He thought we were like one step above Jews, pretty much, like lower than gypsies, pretty much. So give me this. No more brother wars, no more. Like, if you're a cringe wignut, he didn't think we were fucking brothers, not in the fucking slightest. The fuck are you on about?
Correct. Make it a nil provide. This woman, okay, so he's, he likes to target women and his little outburst. This woman's partner is in prison for see, here we are. Okay, so he's flip-flopping her at pro-fascism, and here she laughs with Antifa about the death of Ukrainian people. It's like, again, why do you care, Vinnie? They're not British. Are you a British nationalist or are you a cringe with that? It seems like you're the latter. Chris pretends to kill himself over. Okay, so here we are. His first. Chris is the one who pretended to kill himself over a PA female and then had Dion, the police officer swatter member, offering him out. See, this is rather interesting. He's actually defending the Machete guy. I don't know if you remember back to summer of 2021. There was the guy with the moped outside his front door or bike, and he popped out with his big machete and was like, "Oh, come on, Sniffy, I'm Sniffy Chris, you wanna stab stab me? Oh, you want me to sort this out?" And it's like, fucking, here he is. Like, now Vinny's defending the machete guy. Is that what he's on about? Because Chris didn't swat anyone. So what does he know here? Did Machete guy get a visit from the police? Does he know something we don't? How would he know that information? It's an interesting query, this. How would he know this? Someone must have told him something then, if this is true. Or it's a completely made up statement. We don't know. We know that Dion did contact police over this incident. Yes, we know that. But that was Dion, that wasn't Chris, right? Okay, but we don't know what actually happened to the guy. So if the guy actually did get swatted, now, who would he have told? Who was he hanging around with at the time? Well, he was considered to be a part of what we in the trade call or refer to as Charlie's Angels, which is a group of people who literally lick Charlie Big Potato's fucking ass. And I suspect that the reason if this actually did occur is guess what? He got swatted because he was threatening Chris with a machete. Chris got a phone call from the police saying that, an Osman warning, basically, saying that there's a threat to your life here. And this guy got picked up. And then afterwards, he must have told his little gang what happened. It's an interesting thing. So Vinny must have been in contact with good old Char, and he's now trying to spin this as some kind of oh well, see, Chris is going after nationalists. Well, nationalists, in my mind, don't threaten people with machetes. That's just grog brain. That's just uncouth. And yeah, this is the bottom of the barrel. But this is a very interesting statement, which we'll come to later. With the connections between Mr. Berkowitz and a certain online banner dropping cheese board picnicking on top of hills activist group. Okay, and here we go. Here come the Stalin memes. I posted a picture of Stalin. Oh god, that means I support Stalin. I said Stalin approves. As a joke. You don't get humor, do you, Vinny? Not sure the guy with the tash would lol, but there we go with it. I was just, I'm just memeing around. I'm having fun, right? Stalin advocate. You don't get irony or humor at all, do you? Are you that autistic? Do you need to have a little badge that says, "Please, please be patient. I have autism." I think that would help us out a lot, Vinny. Understanding your plight. Texas Fed is ceiling. Where? Shall we say something in this chat or just then talk? Okay, so that's from Miss Patriot. Okay, here we go.
There was 500 Lancasters in the air. There was 500 Lancasters in the air. There was 500 Lancasters, 500 Lancasters, 500 Lancasters in the air. You can stick your precious Dresden up your ass. You can stick your precious Dresden up your ass. You can stick your precious Dresden, stick your precious Dresden, stick your precious Dresden up your ass.
And you guys can hear this, right? I'm just saying that, yeah. Okay, that's all right. Everyone can hear that. That's good. Right. Just James chapter. So Hemi posts a meme. You know, there's no. He can't. You know, again. I must dox the guy. I think he's Hemingford Grey. Okay. The only person doxing is him, which is true. Yeah, Alexander, spot on. You're right. He's the only one so far that's been putting out should we say people's things. Like go into 37, find anyone who's like doxed any one of Vinnie's relatives. Oh wait, yeah, we'll get on to that, won't we? Charlie. This page is for Antifa groups. Here we go. This woman was shown Antifa doxing and pretended not to see it several times. This page will follow the Antifa groups and forward all we can. We have time. Thank you. Waiting for the footage of Chris pretending to kill himself to blackmail PA will be in later. See, this is a sickening thing, right? So, and this is why we're in the suspicion that Vinnie and Charlie and PA are actually kind of like in it together, and this is them, you know, taking away from PA, so we say, shortcomings in the recent months. And there's been a lot of shortcomings. Maybe you haven't heard about them because, well, PA are very stum about all of the weird shit that's going on there right now. Some very recently, actually, as well. And this is actually sickening. You see, because at the time, like Vinnie actually came out in support of Chris, right? About PA, you know, putting out that video of him at his lowest point, and yeah. Now he's just turning it around and throwing it back in his face and saying, "Ha, look, this guy's now trying to blackmail PA." He's now on the side with PA, saying that actually no, that was justified of what Charlie and Mark Collett did by spreading it around their little fun camp in the Yorkshire Dales, where Red Flare managed to get everyone's bloody photograph. Yeah, they're yeah, these guys. This is Vinnie for you. He'll chop and change like the wind, you know. Um, So, Miss P, obviously, carry on, Vinny. You're an obsessed freak. Okay. Here we are. Here's another. Okay, so here comes another dot. Here we go. The Docks of Phil Knitzel from Newcastle under Lyme, part of a 37 gang Antifa organization under the Nasbo banner. That's not true. A few close associates include Public Annoyance, Andrew Rush, hey, I'm listed. Tim Birch, okay. We spoke to. I don't even know if Phil has ever spoken to Tim Birch. I spoke to him once. That's it. Voodoo Media. I don't know if they ever really talk that much. And others, right? So look, he's just trying to paint a fucking. Oh, somehow we're all Nazbols. Tim Birch. I think he's a Civnat, FNAT. I think Voodoo's an FNAT kind of Civnat too. Public Annoyance, he's definitely a Civnat. He's fucking anti-Nazi stuff. So, yeah, like, how are they all Nazbols? What? They're dedicated left-wing infiltrators with left-leaning upbringings and backgrounds. Vinny, I'm sorry to tell you this, but people generally in society today have left-leaning upbringings and backgrounds. Like most people are brought up in liberalism. We live in a liberal society. Most people are going to have the left-leaning upbringings and backgrounds. I don't understand the kind of like, yeah, you're gonna get these people. Yeah, so what? What does that make them bad people or something? Just because they've got like they've been brought up like being liberal? People change, Vinny. They're degenerate in nature and have also been linked to CP poster Dorian. Or get on Dorian, wouldn't we? These anon cowards who represent the more undesirable class of society. None of these people are anons. You basically like named all of them. So where the anons, boy? They've been posted pictures of families and children. Actually, that's what you've done, Vinny. You posted pictures of Chris's family and his 15-year-old nephew, right? While claiming it's happening to them, as well as posting false child abuse claims in Telegram groups. What? Okay. Phil is a supporter of the former communist leader, General Mao. Oh my god. I think Phil is half joking there. Describes himself as describes himself as a National Socialist, but okay. As well as a Maoist. Phil is a Stalin fan and even speaks highly of Bolshevism while joking about the deaths of white people. Fucking goddamn it. Nazbols are a wolf in sheep's clothing outfit, LARPing as nationalist communists. Nationalist communists. Sorry to tell you this, Vinny, but nationalism and communism are completely diametrically opposed in their ideological beliefs. Communists don't believe in borders. Marx envisioned a borderless society. In the state of pure communism, the end goal of socialism, you wouldn't have any need for borders. That's what Marx envisioned anyway. But yeah, you can't be nationalist communists in that sense, can you, Vinny? In reality, they are Antifa who are here to confuse nationalists. In reality, they are Antifa who are here. How would nationalists be confused by national? The only thing they'd be confused by is your wording and what the fuck is a nationalist communist. That's the only thing they'd be confused by. Here we are. Liquid Tom is Antifa, a can once called English Sign who ducks his real name when putting out his family shield. Okie dokie. Antifa 101. This is funny. So someone's having a laugh at Vinny's expense, and he thinks it's a win to post it. Oh look, he thinks that someone who says it's funny, laughing at Vinny's stupidity, that means they're Antifa. And here we go. Okay, so anyone seen Murdoch? So where we go? Has a go at Nazi Stephen Crowder from embracing the Nazi stereotype. Here we go, and of course, there we go. Then he's posted. He literally posts on this channel like that video that Mark Collett and Charlie passed around to every Telegram group, where of Chris taking the pills like at his lowest point. That's sick. Fucking sick bastard. Yes, Poland will be part of a new Soviet Union. You will build statues of Comrade Putin. He just thinks this is us. Your women will enjoy Chad Russian cock when you're old. Oof! Ouch. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEAL. I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda. I have 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare, and I am the top sniper in the entire US Armed Forces. You're nothing to me, but just another target. I will wipe you the fuck out of with precision, the likes of which I've never seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. I think you get away with saying that shit to me over the internet. Think again, fucker. I will speak. I am contacting my secret network of spies across the USA, and your IP is being traced right now. So you better prepare for the storm, maggot. The storm that wipes out the pathetic thing you call your life. You're a fucking dead kid. I'll be anywhere, anytime. I could kill you in over 700 ways, and that's just with my bare hands, not any of my. Did he get this off a US TV drama? I think he did. Entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps. I can't go. It's too much. Corpse. Oh, use this full extent to wipe your miserable effort. Shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution little clever comment was about to bring upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't, you didn't, and now you're paying the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you and you will drown in it. You fucking Okay, that was obviously, I think, was that actually from a private DM between, I think this is around the time that like he was doxing Phil's kid. I don't know if that's okay. I'm the highest ranked sniper in the British Army. Okay. Polish people are fucking picked. Okay, so again, fascination with Phil. Link to this man who was posting public comments on a pages ago. His account has since joined another pro-brother war Antifa chat owned by Chris Mitchell called Brit Talk. Claims to live in Poland. That guy, I think I actually know. Yeah, I think he joined that debate channel, didn't he? Give that man a slice of Ukraine. More memes, Putin memes. There we go. There we go. Thrift Avenue hooking lot. There we are. Sticker pack, if anyone wants it. That's JMK's new girlfriend, I believe. Congratulations, JMK. She's a beauty. I hope you're happy. Hope you have many kids. Okay, space route.
I want to grow this community so big that they'll be forced to come here.
She's having fun, you know. Have you noticed all of these messages? People actually having fun. Like we're not just drooling into our fucking porridge like Vinnie, and just being soulless, boring. You know, I don't know what do you call it? Bong enthusiasts. Who are just so coked out their head on weed they don't know what day it is. Mocking Texas Vet right now. Mocking Texas Vet, a right-wing advocate of a 14. Isn't Texas Fed the one who like literally went to the FBI to like get rid of some of his competition? Like, didn't he literally like call the FBI on people because like they were trolling him or something? Yeah, I'm not sure you want to die on this hill, Vinny. Right, I've got some inside knowledge from the Daily Farmer. Okay, so you know, Liquid Tom's posting about food prices going up. I don't know how that's Antifa or communist in any way. What what's he saying? We're gonna seize the means of cow production or something. Like that's the 37's ultimate plan is to like kidnap all the cows so that no one can have any milk. And we'll hold the British Isles to hostage. BTFO Mark Collette at the same time. Make Mark run away and have to queue, and then some fat bird will take the last milk bottle. Yeah. I don't see how this is Antifa communist in any way. Still looking for the proof of Antifa communism. For Liquid Tom is Antifa account once called it. Okay, so he's just reiterating this shit. Do I dare press the Gertie voice note?
Right. I saw a Guy Ritchie movie for 10 minutes 25 years ago, so you know I'm hard. What I'm saying is, I'm a useless old gun, and I've done absolutely fucking all. Right? Here's how we succeed in nationalism. Germanophilia, Swazies, and a fake and gay manlet. Right? That's what we do. That's how we succeed. That's how we've always succeeded for the past 25 years. Sorry, I just had manlet cum in my mouth.
Well played, Gertie. Well played. Wonder who could be on about there.
Just want to say something to you guys. You know, yeah, I deliver leaflets. You know, I do banner drops. You don't have to call me a hero or anything. Just call me a real nationalist. I'm a real nationalist, a real activist. I'm doing activism all day.
litter picking, dropping banners, delivering leaflets. I know you seem kind of shocked. You perhaps think, fucking hell, this guy's a fucking hero. I know I'm a hero. The white race will be saved soon. Just gotta keep picking that litter. Gotta keep picking that litter up. Taking steroids. And banner drops. White race will be saved soon, don't worry. Never forget, spurg about Hitler 24/7. Am I right, guys? Slava Ukrainia.
The boy. The voice notes above are attacking a nationalist group for dropping leaflets for white. No, they're not. Those leaflets are not about why you need, mate. They've got fucking. They just want you to sign up to their entropy, mate. That's all they want. That's what the leaflets are doing. Okay, nope. But James, no, nope. Okay, and this is definitely This is definitely communist Antifa material. Nope. But JMK did try and catfish me last night while I was trying. That is definitely communist activity. Okay, guys. Sorry, it's all over. It's definitely true. 37 are communists. JMK tried to catfish Frith. All right. It's done, guys. Sorry. I guess we were proved wrong. I guess we were just proved wrong. Remember, if you're catfished by JMK, you're a communist. You're just Antifa now. Maybe a bit less, to be honest. Big F for this Patreon. So he posts a picture of Morgoth's Patreon. Damn. Wow. Look at this. So, a pint and a pasty. I'll toast your generosity with a pint of. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So if you donate $5 to Morgoth, he will drink a pasty on your behalf. Great $5, well spent. Pint and a whiskey. My eternal gratitude as I sip a glass of Glenkeith. Great. So basically, if you pay money to Morgoth, you're just going to make him fat and an alcoholic, right? So get on it, lads. Yeah. What's that? A fishing trip? Risking a fishing trip. I suggest a movie or pop cultural event which I could dissect, and I'll seriously consider doing a video. Oh, okay. So I will seriously consider doing a video or blog post on it. Give me $30, and I might decide to dissect that My Little Pony episode you wanted me to do. Yeah, guys, look, give me $25, right? And I will literally dissect the whole of My Little Pony for you. How about that? Yeah, I'm cheaper than Morgoth, right? Don't have to buy me any pasties. And I will definitely dissect My Little Pony if you give me $25 right now. Subscribe to my Subscribe store. It's madfraz at 37.com. And then also if you give Morgoth 100, you'll get a Spirit of the North Sea, conversation, discussion, make suggestions, reading material for future projects. Do you actually get to talk to Morgoth for $100 a month, or what? It doesn't really, and he's got 3 subscribers. Are they? Wow. So blame those 3 guys when you realize Morgoth just talks shit like all the time. Those 3 guys are literally Ralph. What's his name? Blah, blah, blah. Who are the other NRX guys? There's Ralph. There's what's the E guy? Someone forget his name. Yeah, those guys are funding Morgoth right now. That's why he's doing the whole NXRX shite, I guess. More Ukrainian memes. Let's go.
I've just seen this post from James Shapcott, someone LARPing a semi, and it says, they'll be getting much worse. All of the 37 and anyone near them we find. Ooh, shitting it. This all comes after the fact that it's been a lot of L's this week for Wignats and people associated with Mark Collette and all these fucking idiots. Mark getting skull fucked by a Muslim. Vinnie sucking Mark's dick after he's been, essentially calling Mark out for about 2 years, calling him this, that, and whatever. And now he's been put in his place, like the absolute beta male that he is, by
Too
Mark
true.
Collette.
That's for
I'd say
Daniel.
if you follow Mark Collette, you're following a grifting piece of shit who's got no principles and is a liberal, is just a racist liberal. He's just a liberal who doesn't like fucking Jews.
True.
You know what I mean? Been over this in my stream last night. You can watch it if you want. Mark Collette is a liberal. Fact.
Well, I don't know where to begin with the 37. I mean, I would just say not to. I mean, they already know what I think of them and what many people think of them. They are
Best
a
time I've ever had.
disjointed bunch of mostly, but there are some good people in there, but Christ knows why they're in there. I really can't work it out. By and large, they are the biggest,
Thank you.
most conniving,
Oh.
malicious,
Oh, that hurts.
nasty,
Oof.
obnoxious.
Oh, don't say these
rude,
hurtful things. Down with the sickness, please.
moronic,
Oh, moronic, no.
conniving pricks
Oh, not conniving again. Oh God, now we're pricks.
in the entire nationalist scene.
Oh,
There was 500 Lancasters in the air.
he says, how far did we skip? Shit, I didn't look. Oh look, here we go. Yes, more mouse stickers. There we are, lovely. Oh shit, there we are. God, odd memes. Brooksy, fuck me. How far did we go down, lads? Jesus Christ. Kidoki. There we are. There we are. So, yeah. Down with the Sickness says some very mean things. It must be true. Whatever happened to that guy? Anyone remember? Anyone remember? Oh, by the way, where's Charlie, guys? Has anyone seen Charlie? No? Okay. Alright. So we got Albion Redux chat. Oh, here's Top Cat. Hey, it's Top Cat. My favorite friend. Like, here we are. Look, the man. Well, the man who says this. The man who says.
That was the apex of British nationalism. That was the apex of British nationalism. That was the apex of British nationalism.
I don't trust your one.
Thanks, Top Cat. I had to do it 3 times because it actually didn't pause. All right. But there we are. Thanks, Top Cat. Thanks for that endorsement. Here we are, the Albion Redux chat. It's Top Cat. It was unfortunate to hear you in such a state of distress yesterday. That said sound of chickens coming home to roost was palpable. Over the past couple of years, you have turned the successful and growing British nationalist movement into a small, degenerate group of internet trolls, none of whom were all around during the 37's all too brief heyday, and none of whom will have your back if and when you eventually doorstepped. Was that a threat, Top Cat? Oh, fucking hell. You getting on your bike from Manchester? Jesus. No longer do our men speak of Bowden or read Evola. Who the fuck have you ever tried to read Evola? Evola's like some fucking atheist cock, mate. He's absolutely atrocious. Don't read Evola. He believes in alchemy and shit. Like, no longer do they organize spiritual meets. Aspirational meet, sorry. Spiritual, I think that's what's missing there, isn't it? Top Cat from your life. No longer do they compare gym routines or discuss local and world news. Why is this a session with fucking comparing gym routines? Like, what do you just do? Go up to your mates. Oh, guys, guess what I did yesterday? I fucking did like 4 sit-ups. Guys, how many did you do? How many sit-ups did you do, Mr. Sullivan? Well, Topcat, I did 5. I managed to do 5 sit-ups, and wasn't those girly sit-ups either. It was those manly sit-ups. Okay, or discuss local and world news. While they're doing it, I was discussing how Ukraine was getting fucked by Russia while doing those 5 manly sit-ups. Okay, no longer are there uplifting and brotherly conversations. No longer brotherly conversations. Now, I'm unfortunate. I don't actually have a brother. Oh no, I gave too much away. Um, but I expect brotherly conversations to be something like, "You what, mate? Why are you talking this gay shit to me? Don't fucking cry on my shoulder. Get the fuck out of here." Right? Okay. No longer do well-intentioned British men seek out and ask if they too join 37. Actually, like 37's like had the best like growth in any nationalist group since the BNP in the last like week. So guys, yeah, that's a lie, isn't it? Obviously. Instead, you have actively recruited developmentally disabled shit posters. JMK, don't say things about JMK like that. You'll hurt his feelings, and he'll spurg out again. Dude, do you think of the children? Think of JMK, one whom literally think he's me. I even knew it before I read it. Who he's talking about? And anonymous subversaries. Anything has gone for these trolls. Doxxing, hypocrisy, degeneracy, personal attacks, shutting down conversations, and so on. They're just that one proviso that they called you leader. That's right, Hemi. You are the leader, and they called you a leader. And you've managed to unite every shit poster on the internet. You are the leader. Your lifestyle is absolute antithesis of a nationalist. You are obese, relentlessly hypocritical, and without principle. You have repeatedly advised British men to commit suicide. Citation needed. Mocked and maliciously lied about British men and their families, cheered on as unemployable reprobates, did your bidding. Wow, he has so much power. Like, if Hemi worked for the job center, like the 2.4 million people out of work would just be solved instantly overnight. We found Hemi's like role in life. He needs to get to the job center and be one of those guys at those desks. It tells you what job you need. He'd sort it out. Hemi could do that. Your flagship internet show, JDLE, was destroyed by your own hand, and you've been reduced to a 12-hour day Telegram VC enjoyer. Actually, that got up to 14, actually, just recently. Sacrificing real-world relationships in favor of being surrounded by a handful of internet trolls. Pathetic. The only possible hope you have of saving grace to prove that you were once well-intentioned, but that it all went horribly wrong, is to shut down your 37 gang and permanently log off the internet. You know what? You know the worst thing you could ever do to an internet troll is tell them to close down their trolling and log off the internet. This man is a retard. If you were a troll and someone come up to you and said, "Oh, can you stop what you're doing and log off the internet?" Or you'd just be like, "You're in for it. You're done. I'm coming for you next," right? Because that's what trolls do. I guess this guy never visited 4chan once. You know, 2130. Roger that. Okay, comrade. All this is evidence of Antifa, by the way. Yeah, telling time is Antifa. I told you, everything is Antifa. Imagine a recording which shows James Shattuck run from this threat of confrontation. Wow, he didn't actually. Oh, he actually posted the recording. Do you want to listen to it? There, let's go.
6-0 faggots.
Well, I'm actually 6 foot.
Come on, big man. Open your
Well, I just turned my recorder on.
fuck off, like. Fucking lying little cunt. That's what you are.
Well, there's
Vinnie.
plenty of videos in which you can compare me with people standing next to me. So, can I make my offer to you or not? Can I make my offer or not?
How many times do you need to make the offer, Vinny? You've had my address since November the 5th.
So then you're
You little fag. You little puff.
so then you're acknowledging that you've denied my offer.
How much longer do you need, Vinny?
I said I'd meet
Are you
you.
scared?
I would meet you
You're
this week.
fucking
If you want to meet me halfway, I'll meet you this weekend. I'm saying this in front of people.
You know where I am, Vinny.
That's
You know where I am.
conspiracy. Can I speak, please?
You know where I am.
Can I speak, please?
Oh, okay. Well, go then.
Okay,
Talk.
thank you. Now, if I come all the way to you, that's conspiracy. So if I've offered you, I would go all the way to
I don't
Northampton.
give a fuck, Vinny. I don't give a fuck.
I would meet
Vinny.
you in your local gym. I've offered. All right. Okay, I'll wait.
You fucking back it up, little faggot.
Can you all see what's going on here? Can you see quite
Fucking
clearly?
little faggot. I'm gonna knock the fucking living shit
No,
out
you
of
are. I'm offering you the chance to do it. We could do it this weekend.
You're fucking shook. You're a little fucking.
Okay, let's sort out a ring fight then.
You know where I am. You know where I am.
You're telling me to knock on your wife's door instead of meeting me like a man. You're telling me to knock on your wife's door. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to give you the opportunity to have me arrested. I offered to meet you halfway. I've given you.
Out of this.
Hmm?
You want to throw my fucking name and address around? Do it, Vinny, but fucking turn up. You little fucking gap.
I've never once said I would come to your house. That's conspiracy.
Fucking no, because you don't intend to.
No, I don't.
You little faggot. It's on the fucking
No, that's why I
internet.
offer you.
That's what
That's why I tell you to
You're a
meet me
little-
in Stratford. I've got. Shall I go and get the voice recordings now? Let me see if I can find one offering.
Vinny. What voice recordings have you got from me, dickhead?
Didn't I offer you on a phone call?
What you hear repeatedly is you know where I fucking live. You're the one.
But
with
you've
the
yet to
fucking
confirm it. I
problems.
even asked you for permission to knock on your door, and you wouldn't give it to me.
You're not fucking worth it, Vinny. You are not going. You're not worth me walking past my front door. You fucking.
I said I'd come all the way to Milton Keynes. Never mind Northampton.
I don't give a fuck about Milton Keynes. You know where I fucking live.
Well, you
keep
won't
throwing
even
out
confirm that's where you live. So how can I know that's where you live? You're not making sense, James.
You need to confirm it.
Calm down.
You're the one throwing it around. You
No,
need
I'm
to
not.
fucking confirm
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Right,
you do.
calm down.
You're throwing other people's addresses around and names and everything.
Sorry, you got doxed my mother. Now you're crying because someone's doxing your addresses. You're a fully grown man. You're a fully grown man.
YouTube channel, you faggot.
See how angry these boys are. Now, Hemi, can I start now? Okay.
Doxed your mother. You're fucking throwing around people's names and addresses that you haven't even confirmed, Vinny.
The lads can hear what's going on here. So if I've not confirmed them and they're wrong, then you've got nothing to worry about. Then you've got nothing to worry about. Hemi, shouting.
Yeah, what about the person who lives at that address that you're fucking throwing around?
Well, what does it matter to you?
And his brother Ben and his mum fucking. Well, why don't you prove it, Vinny?
We know your brother's Ben. He supports LGBT. He supports Black Lives Matter. That's his Facebook.
Do I? Well, who started Sapphire, Vinny? What do you want to explain to the chat what Sapphire is, Vinny?
Yeah, that was to oppose LGBT. Yeah.
Oppose it.
Yes.
Oppose it by bringing LGBT on board.
No. Gays. It's very different.
We're going to oppose LGBT by becoming LGBT. Really? What are you saying? The people that make up LGBT are going to now not be LGBT because we brought them on board. They're now right-wing gays. Right. Most people who are gay are technically liberal, and that's considered left-wing, so that'll never happen, Vinny. Unfortunately.
Do explain, Vinny.
Yes, you give the gays the idea that if they start something outside LGBT, they're not institutionalized. Is
So
that?
you want to bring gays into the movement?
No, that's why it wouldn't be TRR. That's why I didn't say you're joining TRR. I said you should start something, or
Yeah, but you're starting it, though.
we should start something. Yeah, which I dropped, called Sapphire, which became Harmony, which other people joined, which was in aid of combating institutional LGBT. Yeah.
You're fucking The joke, Vinnie. Do you know that?
All right. So do you want to have a meet up this weekend or not? And we'll arrange it privately.
You know where I am?
Well, you won't confirm where you are for a start. Second, you're in the middle of nowhere, so we could do a halfway meet, couldn't we?
Why do I need to confirm it? You're the master doxer.
Right, ladies and gents, I hope I say calm enough for you all to be able to hear me, and I hope you've heard what's just happened here. So this man here, he basically led the 37, which attacked ethno-nationalists for 2 years. They come unstuck with us, and now they're crying. You can hear what's happening.
Unstuck? Who's unstuck, Vinnie?
Well, you're not allowed any groups anymore.
You are the funniest man on the internet, Vinnie. You go cry into that.
Okay, name me a few groups you're still allowed in.
Please protect the admin. Vinnie, I'm the big hard man.
Well, hang on, just name me a few groups that you're still in.
I don't try and join any groups, Vinnie.
Stop stuttering and name them.
You've been done by the best. That's Gay Babble, Vinnie.
You keep using Gay Babble and Done by the Best are both my terms.
Why do you keep coming out with the Gay Babble all the time, Vinnie?
But that's one of my catchphrases, so why do you keep copying me?
You get stuck.
Shrimp, all of those terms are mine, so why do you copy my terms? Now, I'm only here to offer you the chance for a meet-up. Now, I only offer you the chance for a meet-up.
This needs to be Vinnie, before you actually do something.
I'm recording this, so you know.
What's that? What's that wet patch on your t-shirt? You humiliate yourself again, like you always do. Just a little.
We disagree. We disagree heavily, James.
Good. Good, do it, Vinnie.
So is that it? You don't want to meet me and you're wasting my time, is that it?
Well, you know where I am, Vinnie.
Oh, no, I don't, because you won't confirm it, and I'm not the one that posted that bloody address, so it means fuck all to me.
Confirm it? Why am I the one that...
Because it's in the middle of nowhere in Northampton, you prat. I'm in London. I'm offering you a meet. Either I've told you I'll be in Stratford many weekends, I told you I'd come to Milton Keynes, I told you I'd come to Northampton, and you kept saying no. And that was last year, so you can fuck off now, and I've just offered you again. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm sorry. He's fucked off now, but I shouldn't use your chat to debunk the idiot. But as you can see what's going on there, can't you? I've not shared any of that.
As you can see, Vinnie, you know, he just wants your face, your picture, your house address. Just like when he had that conversation with me, he thought he'd get all my family's details and then just post it on the internet, you know, kind of just to make yourself look bad. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to actually meet you. You know, he doesn't actually want to, because that's conspiracy, you know. He just wants to put it out there and hope that some whack job fucking comes and gets you. That's all he wants to do, you know. Or he ends up like with Phil and the Ryan guy coming around his house, you know. That's all Vinnie wants. He just wants someone else to take the blame for his stupidity. And his his well, he's obviously arguably anti-fascist tactics, isn't it? You know, get someone else to do the heavy lifting, right? Okay, here's some polls. Talk to the hand. Talk to Mao. Miss P 14 words. Go outside. Don't do drugs. Better yourself. Get laid, and don't be an incel. Well, Vinnie failed on like all of those. I think he still goes outside. I think. I don't know. Is Muscle Hut like outside? Does he live above Muscle Hut? I'm not sure. Kidoki. Hemi would rather eat from a stale beer and used ashtray smelling bushy bowl of Angela Rayner than allow this pinnacle of human evolution to slide. Brooksy. Brooksy likes the Asian ladies. Michael is a self-admitted cock. Okay. Who only sleeps with non-white women, playing submissive role. He closely linked with the trans community. I think that's not true, is it, Vinnie? Not allowed back home because of his family's embarrassment. He moved to England from Northern Ireland, where he now resides. Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, Vinnie, Mr. Berkowitz, and has a thing for fucking for Brooksy. It seems. Yeah, they go way back. These boys. The Muslim is right about the French Revolution and secularism. Mark, with his American Whig view of history, thinks everything comes from Jews in America. That's true. Actually, that Mark, that debate with the Muslim guy, he got absolutely fucking slaughtered. Mark got absolutely fucking trounced by that Muslim guy, to be honest. Here we go. But this is, all Antifa. Ooh, someone's added me. Shall I, I'll pause there for 5 minutes, guys. 1 second. Let me just, pop it on there. I need to, okay. Check my emails. Based. Is that Top Cat? Oh wow. Okay. Right. Now normal service will be resumed. There we go, ladies and gents. We have there we are, lads. Can you see it? We all can see, yeah? Everyone okay? Let's go then. Let's let normal viewing resume. So Brooksy and Vinnie go way back, and okay, yeah. So we remove. So obviously Phil weighs in. We remove the Jews, and you have liberalism. Liberalism does come from England and France, which is true. Yeah, it comes from the Enlightenment. Yeah. John Locke was not a Jew. The fathers of the Enlightenment were white English people. But what we're talking about nowadays is more neoliberalism as well. It's not just liberalism as in the 15th century. I mean, liberalism back then would have been, well, we're hanging gay people still, so execute gays. So yeah, it's not even really liberalism. It's more neoliberalism these days. John Locke was a Puritan. Many are cryptos working in the interests of Oliver Cromwell's anti-Catholic stance. Cromwell was funded heavily by rabbis seeking refuge in the Netherlands who fled emancipation. The entire regime was in aid of internationalism and the destruction of the old age of nationalism. But nationalism, in fact, survived and thrived way after, Cromwell. Way after Cromwell. What are you on about, Vinny? What does this mean? No. If that was happened, we would have had communism supposedly centuries before, right? Okay, please remember these posts as they are added to help others see what these anti-white scum are in future. None of this screams anti-white. It's just shit posting and having a different opinion, Vinny. So far, I see no evidence of Antifa. Texas Fed. Oh, okay. Mocking Texas Fed. A right wing. Okay. Yeah. He's taken on the. Okay, we've got God memes. Then there's Chris. And there's Brit Talk. Obviously, we have bottom text me. Anti-transphobe action by JMK. JMK, the Antifa member of the 37, finally plucks up the courage to talk. He refused to talk in private over the phone and wouldn't do so without a room of his associates. All identities sought and public discussion suggestions are for the means of public and legal record and journalistic purposes. It looks as though it's all got him. Damien Voodoo and other leftists sat listening and left him to stumble and crash. Okay. Thank you to all those who saw these felt for what they are. From the start, we'll remember who you are. That's just cringe.
Why have we got someone else in here with us, JMK?
I don't know. You're going to have to wait there for a second, mate.
Why don't we do this in inbox call?
Because you don't deserve that respect. You come to my group or you fuck off.
Okay, where are you? Show your face.
How about suck your mum?
Hang on, you just told me to come to your quote crib. Who are you? Show your face.
I said you come to my group or you fuck off. You don't deserve the respect of an inbox call. But if you want to come to my crib, then
that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. You claim to be a troll, yet you keep pestering me for my attention. Doesn't make any sense, mate.
What are you talking
And you've been saying you want to fight me. You've been saying you want.
Hold on a sec. Right. Isn't that what trolls do? Pester you for their attention. Yeah. That's what trolls do, don't they? That's what they do, Vinny.
Want to do this and another.
Low IQ bullshit, as usual, Vinny.
Well, you don't sound like you're joking. You don't sound like a troll, mate. You sound triggered.
Am I triggered?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sounds it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm triggered.
I'm glad we agree. So, what have you pulled me in here for if you're not going to show yourself?
So you wanted to call, didn't you? You wanted to talk. So let's do some rap sports, brother.
Well, no. What I want you to do is show yourself because you've said you're going to do. Why have we got an audience in here? Why have we got an audience in here? Let me screenshot this audience. Hang on.
Listen, child doxer.
Yeah, go on, get it out.
Get to say shit, yeah? Fuck him up. Do you think that Sangmore is white?
I don't know what that's got to do with you and me meeting up, mate.
Do you want to meet up? Because I've need 4 locations.
You've been no, you haven't. No, you haven't. You haven't proved that you said you was in. You said I will be in Reading in an hour, right? I'm miles from Reading, and then you wouldn't prove you was there. You said you're in White City. You won't prove you're in White City. You won't show your face. This is all absolute bollocks. I told you where I was last Saturday. I told everyone.
To be fair, like if JMK says he's going to turn up, he'll go to the post office. He normally does take about 6 weeks to arrive. Have you not waited long enough yet, Vinny? That's what you've got to ask yourself.
Where I'd be.
TRR is bollocks. TRR is fake.
These aren't answers, sir. This is just babble.
If that's what, don't call me sir, you fucking faggot. You've been doxing children, yeah. Don't act like you're better.
You can make all the bullshit up you want. It's not going to make you look like any less of a bunch of Nancy weirdo commies. You can lie all you like.
Your dad is a fucking.
Yeah. All right, mate. I thought you was going to do something. I'm in here because I thought you was going to do something. Is that it? Are you just going to use the same shit cusses over and over again? Is that it? Yeah.
I thought you wanted to talk. I thought you wanted to.
No, mate. You're saying you want to do this and that in person. So here I am talking to you.
All right, come meet me then if you want to meet me in person.
All right, turn your camera on right now.
I'm not sending you a picture of my face. You can come and meet me.
Well, then who the hell would I be? Do you not understand how conspiracy laws work, sir?
Stop talking about all this Fed shit, you fucking little.
That's how it works. Absolutely. No one knows who you are. That's how it works.
Exactly. Talking about your conspiracy shit again. I wish I was recording this because that's what.
I am. Don't worry. I am. You'll hear it. Don't worry. You'll hear it all. Don't worry.
Yeah, good. You're a fucking melt, mate. You're a melt.
Okay, so
you're scared to do anything in real life.
I gave you the opportunity, which I gave the whole group. Now, I don't have to talk to any of you again. When you will shit yourself for the 4th, 5th time, I don't have to entertain you. So I'm giving you the chance. I'm giving you the chance right now. And I will get on the train. I will get on the train.
Look at your fucking. Yeah, get on the train. Go to White City right now.
Show me your face.
Yeah, do it then. Do it. If you want to meet up, then
show me your face right now. Show me the area you're in.
You dox little children, you fucking melt.
You're just making it up, mate. Hang on. I thought we was talking man to man. Now you're talking about kids again. It's got nothing to do with you and me. That's a diversion.
Yeah, no. Man to man, you dox kids. Okay.
Right. Okay. If that's how you want to cope with losing so bad.
Antifa drip, you fucking melt.
Right. Okay. Thank you for the recording. Once again, you've been done by the best. Thank you very much. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you deal with Nazbols. That man there is linked to some of the most disgusting, rancid characters who have been up to no good, to say the least. Anyway, sorry for the disturbance. Think for yourself.
But it's true. You've been doxing kids, haven't you, Vinny? Oh, here we go. Here's one about me. Hey. So okay, Fraser caught lying, followed by a mental breakdown. Okay, Fraser claimed to have had a visit from PA, yet still to this day cannot prove it whilst working with Antifa members of the 37. Wow. I clearly said in this like 34-minute conversation we had, which is on the channel, by the way, guys, if anyone want to watch it or listen to it. I did say I could prove it to you, Vinny, but I just don't want to give you the information because I don't know what you would do with it, quite frankly. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you. Sorry, lad, but you're just not trustworthy. I mean, you've been calling me a nonce for months on end, you and your little bum boy these years. So yeah, no, I could prove it to you. But then why would you want to know about this in the first place? Before, when PA did come to my door, you believed me, and then all of a sudden, you don't. It's that weird kind of, hold on a second, why are you suddenly changing your tune and suddenly being pro PA in everything you do? Rather odd. The non okay, so the recording is all anyone needs to know when dealing with Fraser and the lies of anti-fascists. This non-man, I've got probably bigger balls than you ever have, Vinnie. I preferred a group of Nazbols who attack families and children. Yeah, can you prove that, Vinnie? Can you prove anywhere the 37 have attacked families and children? Alike with sickening anti-white motives. XXXVII. Okay. In the year 2021, they came to a standstill, having messed with their final foe, which this recording will bring to life for you. The final boss. Oh, mate, Vinnie, you're not even on the 3rd level, mate. You haven't reached the 3rd level. We're not done here. You have no idea what the future holds for you, do you, Vinnie? From CP poster to international communist to 37 has had them all. After recording one, come to his reaction after our conversation, and let's just say he almost makes one feel sorry for him. Almost. Why? Because it was 10 o'clock at night and I was fucking knackered and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm sick of all this fucking shit thinging. Because it didn't get anywhere with Vinny, does it? Like, but you know, that was just a moment of weakness, Vinny. I was weak. I was tired. But then I woke up in the morning and I just wanted to do it all again. I just wanted to troll you some more. There we go. Oh, obviously, here we go. Yep, stickers. These are great. Especially like this one. This one's the best one. That's for Danya. Oh, here JMK. Yeah, Lamau. That's right. Lamau. Power above my dong. British tits. Yeah, that's a good one. Has anyone seen any of these recently? These British tits? Yeah. Okay. I hear this type likes to visit Sainsbury's or something. likes to stand in the chicken aisle. You know. Never again. So yes, us posting stickers while full knowing that Vinny is watching is anti-fascism. Okay. God orders Mrs. Law. Mufti really said. Hitler talking to Grand Mufti. Adolf mates. Yes, this is all proof. Yes. Oh, don't ever question Dresden, man. Like, holy shit! Like, Dresden is the holy grail. It's like Jerusalem for the Wignats. It's like their holy site. It's like Mecca, you know, for Islam. It's you can't go against this holy place. It was a site of, you know. It's just too painful for them. Like, the British won, right? You know. But then they'll never mention the Blitz or anywhere like Coventry or anywhere like that. Nah, it's all about Dresden. Dresden's lives matter. Now talk to people. How to talk to people from Dresden? No. Yes. Fucking hell.
There was 500 Lancasters in the air. There was 500 Lancasters in the air. There was 500 Lancasters, 500 Lancasters, 500 Lancasters in the air. You can stick your precious Dresden up your arse.
You can stick your precious Dresden up your arse. That's so singable.
You can stick your precious Dresden, stick your precious Dresden, stick your precious Dresden up your arse.
Okie dokie. Look up this. Ah, yes. This is my ideology. You know, what's this say? Now that's something intriguing, but also relatively understandable. Communist. Antifa destroys Dresden, bombing mono statue. Griefing. Angle grinder. Indie media. Fucking based. What have we got here now? Found your group via the communist group. What? Oh my god. Right, okay, wow. Bill's tranny sister. Isn't that like one of like the Charlie's Angels tag along guys? I think that's one of their accounts. But yeah, just post the link to 37 in the communist group, screenshot it, and then say, oh well, that proves that they're communists, son, wasn't it? Because someone who's not obviously not affiliated with the 37 or any one of the main accounts is posted in there. Far right scum in there. even the communists know that they're not communists. Even literal communists are telling you right there, Vinnie, in your own bloody screenshot, that they're not communists. And yet you have to find. Oh my god, you can't make this up, can you? Okay, so, well, for the last 24 hours, we're exposing the grifters and the absolute radio science from them. I think it's only right to share this beautiful song on this lovely Friday evening. Speak soon.
Oh, he's a fucking griper. He wears a peaky cap. And when he exposes grifters, Colette shuts his Jewish trap. He's a lad from Birmingham, better than Colette, don't you know? Oh, his name is Chris Mitchell.
Oh, well played. Well played, Miss P. Beautiful. Oh, he's a fucking group. Yeah, did he actually just translate it? Like, he did, didn't he? Fucking hell, Mark C. You sack scumbag Steve yet? Make a statement, dude. If you don't know what about these donations, and why on earth would you keep someone on that's being gifting behind your back? If you do the right thing by our people, I will do a video praising PA and yourself. Staying quiet only proves that you're in all of this money train. Do the right thing. Based Mitchell. Right, let's see. What we got here? Okay. Yeah, oh, here we are. The ultimate proof that, like, anti-fascists, right? Lel. If you use the word lel, you are now an anti-fascist. Congratulations, Gertie. You are now a communist. You used the word lel. Proof. Dead to rights. Done by the best. There we are. Lamau. The owner of this channel, Race Wars, who is defending the anti-privilege post by TRR, is a cross-dressing leftist. We're waiting on the images, which will soon be posted soon. Whenever you need to find information on these, simply come to this page and enter a keyword into the search bar. Okay. Then we have the Dangerfield saga. Okay, I heard some good arguments for flat Earth recently. Fisheye lenses on satellites. Yep, definitely means you're a communist if you question the severity of the Earth. I'm mocking the 14 words. I'm mocking the 14. I don't give a fuck. Mine are better. Simple as. She gives no fucks, man. Yes, that's right. If you disagree with the Wignat 14 words, the ones, coined by a fucking convicted terrorist, right? Yeah, that means you're a communist. Too bad, isn't it? Too bad the 14 words is like giving them a free win, because then they can just tie you to that fucking dickhead. Kill people, like, That's always a good look, isn't it? Bear in mind, people in this chat pretend not to be the anti-white communist agenda. Anyone denying this is simply, and many examples will provide. Okay, here we go. This is why the internet should only be given to those on social credit score system for the mentally stable. When you put a rat in a corner, it shows its true intent. How is this prove anything? You're just making shit up as you go along, aren't you? I'm fucking left-wing nationalist. Balding Phil.
I'm not on the right. I'm a fucking left-wing nationalist. I'm not on the right. I'm a fucking left-wing nationalist. I'm not on the right. I'm a fucking left-wing nationalist.
Fair enough. He's a left-wing nationalist. What does that mean, Phil? He's a socialist. Oh no, he's a national social. Oh God, is he a national socialist? Is that what he means by a left-wing nationalist? Oh dear. Okie dokie. Truth. Admitting he is gay and blames that MI5, saying injecting him with gay juice. Okay. I see Antifa Jew Vinnie having a spurg out. You should watch the Dangerfield show, bud. I ask him about every allegation made against him, including the sex with children title. Cheers for the plug, though, even the gay babbling Antifa Jew like you. Vinnie's 37 exposed channel is such a cell phone that I'm questioning whether it's a massive troll or not. Yes. That was like day 3, wasn't it? We were like, yeah, this was like a day later. We were like, is this just parody? Is this just... Oh, hello, it's me. Today's Fraser's birthday. Hey, it was March the 1st. You're right. Fraser is based in Glasgow. Yes, that's right, Vinnie. I am definitely based in Glasgow. I definitely am. And originally from the Isle of Lewis. Yeah. Fraser claims disability due to being obese. No. And makes no attempt to lose weight. Actually, I am losing weight, but okay. Studies deformed penises as a hobby and promotes communism. That's right, posting stickers in a chat is it means to support communism. You know, doesn't know what banter is. Again, I'm autistic. I don't know what banter is. Studies deformed penises as a hobby. Yeah, I work for the Hyperpedias Association. Yeah, for like. So what? Yeah. Do you want to see my penis collection? It's on my wall, Vinny. You know, maybe I will show you my buzzer, so you can come round and I'll show you my collection. I have a huge sperm whale penis on my wall. It's fucking massive, man. Do you know how big my house would have to be to have one of those hanging on my wall? Yep. If you listen to his voice, you can tell he suffers from testosterone issues, as he sounds like a young girl. Actually, no, my voice is fine. It's just you fear my masculine male energy, don't you? You just fear my maleness, or you actually do think I sound like a girl and you fancy me, which makes you gay. Either one. The others know he's too fat to even have intercourse. Why would anyone be thinking of that? What the first thing when you think about a fat person is, I wonder how you're like, oh, I wonder how they have intercourse. Is that what you think about, Vinny? Is how fat people have intercourse? Jesus Christ. Is that your fetish? I wonder if we ever saw like Vinny's Pornhub fucking links, it'd just be like fat people shagging or something. I bet it would be. As each of the 37 are named, we will reveal their real leftist nature, which they attempt to hide. There is no picture of Fraser that isn't close up in order to hide his self-inflicted problems. Actually, there are, but you just haven't found them yet. Fuck me. Yeah, I think I've got plenty of photos out there that have got that are full body. But well, yeah, that brings up a good question, Mr. Berkowitz. Why is your body why are you always waist high? Why can we never see your belly? You know, why is it always just your abs and your fucking muscles? Say, I wonder why that is. What are you hiding down there? Huh? You probably had probably there we go. This is the example I'm on about, the chest high fucking photo with your little Phil Snipsel from his own mouth. Okay.
The Jewish side of me. You want to find the Russian side of me? You haven't found that yet, have you? fucking challenge you to do that, Vinnie. So yeah, there you go, Vinnie. Get the fucking start doxing the fucking Russians in my fucking side.
Ah, yes, the out of context clip bit. I remember this conversation they had. He was talking about how, oh, you're very good at supposedly finding my Russian side. What about finding, my Jewish side? Why don't you find my Russian side, right? Yeah, that's yeah. Obviously, that's just no example of Mr. Berkowitz's ability to, control the narrative with his editing skills, I guess. Commenting on his Jewish family, fellow doesn't have any Jewish family. He's posted his ancestry. He's 90% white. Okay, Phil is 90% white. All right. Yeah. He's not Jewish. He's 90% white. Okay. Jeez. Oh, it's me again. Glasgow-based Fraser is insecure about his appearance and constantly vents fiction. What do I just like spew forth like made up stories? Like, right, okay. To divert the facts surrounding his cock. I don't have cock fetishism. That sounds like a you thing, mate. You sound like you do. Vincent voice notes displaying him admitting to studying penises as a hobby will be posted shortly. Oh God, are you going to post the penis voice notes? So we're going to listen to them. This is Jan Mudag, a Jewish Zionist who turned on the right wing. This was your mate. What are you on about, Vinny? This was the guy you set up TRR with, and you're calling him a Jewish Zionist now. So if he is a Jewish Zionist, you're admitting to have like started. That means the whole TRR movement was a Jewish Zionist from the outset, right? Right? That's how this works, yeah. He tried to steal thousands of pounds from the Yellow Vest movement after being exposed. Actually, no, he tried to expose you, and for being a complete twat and not standing by him. From what I understand, you literally like let some degeneracy go untold of, and you like took the reins of power from him. You stole it. He left because of that, because he got fucked over, and you just stood by and did nothing for your friend. What a nice guy, Vinny. What a nice guy. The account Frith is overtly Jewish in his posting and meme making, and defends Jewish interests wherever he can. Yes, Ukrainian forces kill an Israeli man. That's proof that Frith is Jewish. Fucking hell. Foreskin check. That's Vinny's last resort is going to be foreskin checking, isn't it? Maybe you should check his own. I hear he had phimosis. Where's your foreskin gone, Vinny? This is confirmation. This is Frith posting a video of a voice note cut up by Jan Mudarik in an effort to help Team Tommy get rid of Vinny, who was calling them out. This backfired and saw him leaving the movement. No, I don't believe that Jan Mudarik is actually lied. He seems like quite a reasonable guy, considering everything we know about you, Vinny. Compared to you, he sounds fucking reasonable. An email will soon be created, which you'll be able to publicly available send message if you find any additional information on these Feds Antifa plans. Right. So you admit you actually cannot find any more information on the people you're trying to dox, and now you're asking for other people to help you. You suck at this, don't you, Vinny? You just waiting for other people to like give you shit. Well, being the trolls that the internet is, I hope this email address has found its way to 4chan, and all you've had is like pictures of God knows what posted. I don't know, furry porn or something posted in your fucking emails. That'd be hilarious. Let's get that done, guys. Glenn Teal faced Antifa and encountered violence many times as a result of his bravery. Frith is right to fear the people like him who've opposed the very people he protects. If Glenn faces evil with his face out, is a faggot. Poshly spoken, Frith Much be a true fairy. What? Here we are. Here's a spelling bee with Vinnie Sullivan. Frith much be a true fairy. In it like, man, you much be a true fairy, son. Antifa, spit at those who take such risks while hiding and attacking innocents. But you much be a true fairy. Will you provide a voice recording of Frith soon? Please share as much as possible. If you ever need clarification on their anger, check the chat as we post. We will provide the voice recordings we heard of TRR offering them each to meet many times, only for them to run on the offer. Okay, more of this bullshit. Yeah, same shit. Oh, hey, look, Battle of Seven Copes. Okay, here we go. Here's Vinnie's crowning achievement, being attacked by an old woman and getting punched in the face by a fat guy. Yeah, the Battle of Seven Copes. For the full in-depth analysis, watch Vinnie Sullivan get hit in the face by a big fat dude, then run over to like threaten an old lady who's jumped on Lucy Brown. He still can't pull her off Lucy Brown though, and gets like his head scratched, and then she starts bleeding. But he was attacked by Antifa. Can't even beat a supermarket fucking fight, you know, car park fight. So what hope do we have for, you know, saving the white race if Vinnie Sullivan can't fucking win in a fucking fisticuff match in a car park against an old woman? The police don't treat him as good. Okay. Antifa defeated. Watching full and enjoy. I will show you the comments being made by the 37 who deny being Antifa. Oh, here we go. Data reminder, Vinnie. You got those 4 lads sent down according to Joe Marsh of Pie and Mash Squad. Yep, true. Joe Marsh did tell me, and Chris can back this up, that the 4 guys who got sent down because of the whole footage of the Battle of Sevenoaks event, you know, for the well, Team Vinnie, shall we call it, Team Vinnie side, got sent down. And Pie and Mash Squad, Joe Marsh believes the reason why that is because of the footage Vinnie had up on his YouTube channel. That's what he believes. That's what he said. Told me. And I should stay away from Vinnie Sullivan because he's you know, back in the day. And so yeah, I believe that still holds true. So you know, Vinnie, obviously, you will never have the bottle to turn up at my house. You find Tom Hemmingford. Ah, beautiful. But yeah, so that's attempted cope and attempted brother war excitement fail. Narrative shitted. Thank me later. Okay, so posting James. Shit, Henry Gray, legal to post. It's online already, so feel free. Blah blah blah. Of course, you know. More shit. Ah, here we go. Fraser Hudson of Glasgow doxing a mother of a TRM. No, Vinnie, this was your mother's publicly available YouTube channel was linked to your YouTube at one point. Do you understand that your YouTube literally led Charlie Big Potatoes to you, right? To your mother. He then posted it to people in the 37 as an alt account to stir this up and to get you to obviously fight us. Guess what? You fell for it. Guess what? We just took the piss because actually your mother just lets out rip that you're a fucking narcissist. That was the end of that. You know, the women in the chat pretend not to know about this, but when caught out, double down and expose their communist agenda. A story about a very nice. Yeah. I confirm. Yeah, here it is. I can confirm Joe said this. Joe's all right, but he did say this and warned us to stay away from Vinnie. Vinnie knows I was ordered to not stop speaking to him by PA. Yeah, that was true of me as well. Vinnie Sullivan, why are you so gay? Why are you not fighting in Ukraine for the white ethno space? True. Good question. Good question though. James having a breakdown. Part communist. Da. Oh, it's endless, lads. This is. Oh, hello. Oh, here we go. The 37 always attack. Here we go. Here's a connection between them and PA, right? Let's start wrapping this because I've got a few things I want to say after this. We've got a lot to go through. The 37 always attack and undermine white people taking a risk or making positive steps. This is why everyone linked to them must be named and shamed for the protection of our people and the newcomers who they try to trick. Newcomers who they try to trick. No, these people here are the people tricking you. These people here in this video, in this screenshot, those people are the ones tricking people, right? Because they're playing this thing that they're saying they're not these. They're not what they say they are. Yet they're all Nazi simps. You know, I love Hitler. You know, and then they try and say, "Oh no, we're not." But it's fucking rampant. I was sick of it. Like, there's many people within like the right wing sphere who are sick of the Nazi simping, 37 included. Like, there's just no need for it, but this is it. Like, members had family summer camp before. You know, this is it. People are just saying that, like, yeah, these what is banner drops doing for us now? It was great when Jake Heppel did it. That was like a watershed moment. Like, but it's stale. It's useless now. It's not getting anything done, is it? Okay. Wow, more memes. More memes. Okay, Frith with me Jewish. Calls himself Jew. Openly calls himself Jew. Frith, have you openly called yourself Jewish at any point? I don't know if you have, or efforts white people make better themselves. I don't know if Frith clearly sounds like a very weak, impotent, intimidated person with a soft lifestyle. In the following voice note, he is the one with the girly voice. Would like to find. Here we are. We would like to find the idea, Frith. Please say this voice note and point out those you show it to. He is feminine, weak sounding in his one case. He's recognized. More evident, you know, all of this. It's just to find people, isn't it? This is his whole channel. He wants to find you people. Our people, you know, 37 guy, you know. Well, so I've given you a taste of this absolute shit show of a fucking channel. You know, the 37 fan group channel, basically. It's literally just copy pasted everything we post in the 37, which is an open group. So here we go. So you can check that out for yourself. I've done like fucking 3 days of this is 3 days of posting or something. Was it first? No, 2 days. Holy shit. We're not even halfway there. It's now the fifth? Bloody hell. But as you can see, it's just constant fucking just like none of this proves any kind of connection to communism or Antifa or whatever. Like, you could literally have like screenshots of fucking Antifas saying, "Oh, they're far right in there," and he'd still take that as communism. But what we want to get on to today, ladies and gentlemen, big up Active for the nice video he did there, and thank you to Chris for the remix at the beginning. Support Active if you can. He's got a lot of things coming up with the court cases. You know, he's actually doing some decent work down in Dover. You know, recording all the migrant stuff. Okay, so we'll get on to Vinnie Sullivan and his gay babble then, shall we? Of today, more recently. This happened just today, fresh off the press. Let's hear Vinnie Sullivan cope some more.
I don't trust your one.
Oh no, of course you don't. So you can't edit it, you mean? Yeah. Good job, Vinnie.
Well, our chat wasn't edited, was it, Fraser? When you got made a
No,
complete
you just
penis
stole it off
of?
you just stole it off my YouTube channel, yeah, because I recorded the full thing and put it out before you had a chance to edit it, yeah.
Well, we disagree actually because it was my full edit. It's a recorder
It was
from my
your full
site.
edit?
I actually only took
okay.
the final video of you crying for the last 5 minutes, which was really awkward.
No one ever cries again.
So is that right? You were actually in Glasgow, Fraser?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Vinnie. That's right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely,
no,
Vinnie.
But is it actually true that you live on disability benefits?
I live on disability benefits. Yes.
Stop repeating me. You're not a parrot. You
yes.
do.
Yeah.
And you have no children.
I've never like. What was that? Sorry.
This is too easy already. Are you telling me that you're manically obese? Because we know that James was about 20
Manically
stone.
obese.
We've seen the pictures of him with his missus.
What is manically obese?
Manically obese. Well, I think you know.
What is manically obese? Give us a weight figure.
I'm asking
How
you
much
if
is
you
manically
are.
obese? No.
Okay, are you over 15 stone?
Am I over 15 stone?
Morbid.
It's not manically obese.
Oh, it is. Oh, research is manically.
Am I over 15 stone?
disgusting.
Yeah, I'm over 15 stone.
You're over 15 stone. So wait, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. So what you're telling me is you have no children and you're on disability benefits for being obese. Is that what you're telling me?
Being over 15 stone isn't like.
Right, so I just asked you. I've moved on. Are you
manically obese? Is it?
with no children on disability
I've
benefits?
never not said that. I'm not obese. For fuck's sake, I've got some weight on me.
Calm
Fuck's
down,
sake, Vinnie.
Fraser. Stay calm. Now,
I am calm.
So what we're
are you-
concluding
shut
out
the
of
fuck
this
up,
is you have.
pleb.
Calm down. It's my turn. So what we're concluding is you're obese. You have no children, like Hemi, obese and no children.
Obese and no children.
And you don't actually strive to work. Is it true that you hurt your own toes if you try and stand up?
No.
Billy, you got chippy tits. No,
You told that story in a Brick Talk ages ago, that walking on your feet hurts your toes.
Walking on my feet hurts my toes. When did I?
That
when
you
was
have
this?
to walk on your toes, yeah.
I
I can't
have-
quite
I
remember
don't
it.
have to
It was
walk
about
on
how
my
you can't even walk properly,
like a
otherwise it
ballet
hurts
dancer?
you. No, I'm not entirely sure. I
Yeah.
can't remember it, but apparently
You have to
can't
walk around like
properly.
a ballet dancer, Fraser.
What has this
Is
got
it-
to do with anything, Vinnie? What's this?
Well,
What
a
has
lot,
this got to do
especially
with
with
anything?
nationalism. So when it comes to
Right.
these people
Okay,
should
so
have
you need
children,
to walk on your
these
heel
people
of your
should
foot
be
to
doing
a
X, Y, and
nationalist.
Z. I'm now painting a picture of what you
Is
are.
flat-footed bad if you're a nationalist, Vinny?
So
Did you
is
not-
it you that said
Yeah.
that
If
there's
you have
something
high-arched
wrong
feet,
with? Hang
if you
on,
have high-arched
let me
feet,
finish
you're
the
not being a
question.
nationalist, Vinnie.
Oh wait. So are you? So did you say that there's something about your weight that means you can't even walk properly, Fraser?
So
No, nothing about my weight
what-
says
what
I
foot
can't
ail-
walk properly.
So why don't you leave the house then?
what
and
foot
do
ail-
some work?
what foot ailments are you not allowed if you're a nationalist?
Yeah,
then?
yeah. What foot
Well,
ailments
obesity
aren't you
is one
allowed,
of them.
Vinnie?
Obesity
Can
is
we
one
have,
of them.
can
Yeah.
we have the full-
Obesity
can we have the
isn't
full
a
list
foot
of
Yeah.
ailment.
You can't become a
Obesity
nationalist?
is one of them. Yeah.
Obesity
That's not a
isn't a
foot
foot ailment. You fucking dribbling retard.
But
That's
the
not a
people
foot
listening
ailment,
just
is
won't
it?
agree. That's the thing. Being obese with no children at your age, that's it.
What,
Is
do you think
ingrown
overweight is in my feet?
And what you've
I
noticed is
think I
I've
just
come
got
in
like
here and you've
massive.
allowed me
Right.
to set the standard of discussion. You've
Are
allowed me
ingrown
once again
toenails?
to come
Are
in
you
and set
allowed
the standard of
ingrown
discussion.
toenails if you're a nationalist?
Because when you see me, you freeze up. You don't know what to actually do.
No,
Here I
no,
am.
Vinnie. Okay, Vinnie.
Nobody
Can you
sees- nobody
explain
sees
the
you, Vinnie.
court case, Vinnie?
Yes,
Can we
please read it
explain
out.
the
Read the
court
whole
case?
article. Yes, read the whole
Nobody
article for me.
sees you.
Oh,
Nobody
wait, yeah,
sees you,
read the
Vinny.
whole
Do
article.
that. That's
How
the thing.
did-
Nobody
how-
sees you.
When did you get taken to court for sending text messages to your ex?
Nearly 10 years ago.
10 years ago, right?
Nearly.
And
it says it was alleged that I did that on one day.
It wasn't alleged. It was a report on a court case.
it was a report in a court
not at all.
case.
That's not how it works. No. If
That's
you
What are you
if you
on?
plead
It was
guilty,
reported in the papers. It was done and
Which
dusted.
paper? Which paper?
The papers wouldn't put it out there if it wasn't
Yes, they
done
would.
and
Which
dusted.
paper? Which paper?
It's the something Guardian, isn't it? I'll just put it
Oh,
in
it's
there.
the Guardian. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay.
You
Okay,
blind
that's
as well
fine.
as
Yeah.
illiterate.
It's the Guardian. Thank you very much, boys. Thank you for
It's not
admitting
the
that.
Guardian. It's
Now let
something
me
Guardian.
continue
It's
and
the
explain
local-
how these
it's the
work.
local
What happens
paper.
is you're brought in and
It's
you're
Gay
told.
Babble, Vinny. You're talking
That's
Gay
good,
Babble. Vinny.
Once
Yeah.
again, we revert to my
You're
catchphrases,
using
and
Gay
every
Babble,
time
Vinny.
I ask you to give me some
You're
evidence
using
for
Gay
anything,
Babble.
you
It's
shit
not
yourself.
The Guardian. Whoa. Hold on. Shut the fuck up, Vinny. It's not The Guardian, you fucking dribbling retard. I told you it wasn't
Why don't
The
you go and
Guardian.
investigate the writer and see if he's a liberal
You
leftist
fucking
that does right
absolute
for the
fucking
Guardian?
retard.
Go and see.
Shut
Oh,
your
Go and see for
you
yourself.
go. Now that's an
crap.
excuse if I heard one. Oh, he's
Go
a
and
liberal.
investigate-
That
go
means
and
my
investigate
court
the
case
writer.
was bullshit.
What?
I
Investigate
didn't
the writer.
harass that woman.
Yes,
I
it
did
is.
not harass that woman because he was
Nope.
a liberal.
I was with her for 7 years. Nope. She was angry that I was moving on. That's what happened. She was angry that I was moving on.
But you got back with her. What are you on about?
No, I
You just
didn't.
said in a voice note you got back
She
with
wanted to get back with me, but I can't
No,
tell you all the details.
her. Play the
That's why
fucking
my
voice
mate. That's
note. You
why.
literally just said
That's
you got
why I
back
know
with
where
her
she is
after it.
now. I know how she's getting on,
Vinny.
and I know all that. So, but I won't badmouth her just to upset people like you. I won't do it because she made
Vinny,
mistakes, and I forgive
you
her.
are
I forgive her.
delusional, Vinny.
Vinny, you're gay babbling. You're gay babbling, Vinny.
We've
It's
got
just
the
using my
fucking voice
catchphrases.
note.
Vinny, stop gay babbling. It's the
It's
East
just
London.
using my catchphrases. Is that right? You was actually 20 stone, Hemi. me. Is that picture I've seen of you the real picture?
Oh no.
gay babbling. Vinny.
That's not
Oh
really.
no,
I don't
Vinny!
think that's
Vinny,
really
you're
true, is it?
stone. It's a crime against humanity.
No, calm down, everyone. Calm down. Damien as well. I think I know Damien's real name, but I'm not sure.
It's Damien.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
He's told that from the film.
Vinny, you're just going to collect another address. You're never going to turn up.
Damien, did you choose your name from a film by chance? That Damien name.
A film.
What?
No.
Damien from the fucking.
No, we can all pretend.
Omen.
But he will know exactly what I'm talking about. Damien, can you pipe up and tell me?
Why
Did you choose the name? Listen, boys, if you're going to shout over me, I'll just leave because it's pointless. I'm trying to ask Damien a question. Grow up.
Fuck off, you little pussy. Go on.
Well, if I'm a pussy, you wouldn't have backed down so many times, would you, Hemi? So, Damien, did you choose the name Damien from a film?
You're looking for
Damien.
an excuse out of this, Vin.
Yeah, you are.
Well, no,
Come
I
on,
said
Vinny.
to your
Explain
face,
the
Hemi.
court case. How did you get back with your girlfriend after she'd
Because
after
you've
she
been gay
nailed
babbling.
you in the fucking court?
She broke the order many times. She contacted me immediately. Yeah.
Can you show proof of that, Vinny?
Yes,
Can
I
you show
could.
proof
Yeah,
of that?
I wouldn't do that. Yes,
Okay.
I could. Yeah.
Vinny, if you
Okay,
could stop-
whatever.
Stop blustering for a second.
I dare you to contact her. I dare you.
You could. No, we don't do that, Vin, because
We don't
we're
do
not
Yes,
like.
you do. Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
You claim you've got my ex-partners in your fucking chat, you Ollie. What are you talking about?
Maybe we have. We
She
have.
came here.
She came in.
Look at David as well, freezing up. You lot are shit. I come in and I literally give you the opportunity to throw all your attacks at me, and this is how bad it goes this quickly. Well, you are both manically obese with no kids.
And what are you, Vinny? You're fucking what? A fucking fucking steroid user. And you've got
What
kids.
have you got, Vinny?
We see you with your roids.
The thing is,
How many kids you got, Vinny?
I wound up sleeping with women that I don't respect because of what I do. So I can't settle down the way I'd like to. But look at me.
You don't respect them, or they don't respect
Fraser,
you.
look at me.
Weed, you sleep with women.
Look at me. And imagine how many birds I get through.
I can imagine you get through quite.
Look how angry you all are, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm very sorry about that. You can all cry about it. And tonight, when I'm going to see someone that none of you could pull, there's nothing you can do about it. Is there anything else you want to say before I go?
What's his name? What's his name? Is it Sangmore or Luke?
Boys and girls.
Which one you fucking tonight? Which one you spooning with tonight?
Hey,
Sangmore or
Vinny.
Luke?
Vinny, you do.
Hemi, I see Mrs. as well. She is a state. A state.
Yeah.
I've seen Hemi Smith. She's absolutely.
She's
flipped,
manically obese, just like you.
Vinny, you haven't confirmed anything.
Anything.
Nice dog, by the way. Nice dog.
You got my docs from mentally ill.
That's not you. I'm starting to think that's not you. I think I know who you are now. That guy.
Oh, right. What are you throwing all this shit around for then, dickhead?
I'm not throwing nothing around.
So again, you admit you've got the docs wrong. What are you throwing all this shit around?
Hang on. When did I?
Wait, one day I'll be right. That's been the motto. One day I'll be right. Just like one day I'll turn up to your house.
Well, you know, I probably one day there's a huge chance I will do that. But I've said it's illegal to do it, and it's conspiracy. And Hemi won't actually give me legal permission. So, on record now, Hemi, say I am in the area and I do have one day I can get there. Have I got legal permission? I'd be very polite to your wife, but it's very cowardly that you want your wife to deal with me and not you. It's very cowardly.
Vinny, the thing is, you're not with any effort whatsoever.
Same as,
my front door is as
like
far
you
as
tried
I
to bring
can
active
go.
into it, and he's run away.
Nobody like you.
Like because you haven't got the guts to do it yourself. That's the thing.
I didn't bring active into it.
Yes, you did. You did it, and then it backfired
You
because
did.
you didn't
You
come and
did.
face
You
it.
did. Me personally, I brought active.
No, all right, prove it, Alexandra. Prove where I said
No,
anything.
you need-
Show me
you
the
need to
screenshot.
prove it. You've just made
Show
a
me
claim.
the. No, I don't.
You've just made a
He put the
claim.
status out, not me. Show me what I said.
You
You
were
need-
at the
you
pop
make- you
at
need to-
Goddard.
Says
about
who?
it,
Voodoo
and then
Media?
he was passing
Says
it
who?
on to
James
Apple.
Goddard, who
That's
hates
why
Britain
you're on
First?
with him.
Britain First. He's in a beef with Britain First because someone's stirring his porridge. So he lied. What I say to James anyway in private, it's my business. If I ring up James and say, "Oh, I don't like Chris doing that," it's my business. I didn't say anything
But you
public.
have this like controlling nature. You did it.
I didn't-
with
I
me.
didn't
You
know I
gave
don't.
me an ultimatum
Yes,
of
you do.
24 hours to come out of this group and stop.
Yes,
speaking
that's
to
right,
these
because
people.
it's because
Or
it's
you were gonna
Antifa. Yes,
label
that's
me,
right.
And now
You've
my
not proved
boyfriend
anyone's
is
Antifa
serving a
yet.
fucking 8-year sentence. You're gonna fucking label us both as Antifa.
You all
That
Antifa,
is
yeah.
blackmail.
That's right,
You
yeah.
did that because I wouldn't do as I was told, like a good little fucking girl. I'm
No, I did it
35
I
years
did-
old, and I'll speak
Hang
to
on,
who
calm
I
down.
want to.
Calm down. No. If you're going to be an anti-fascist, don't ask for sympathy. It's that simple.
I'm not an anti-fascist, and nor
Yes,
are the
you
people
are,
in this
Alexandra.
group. They
Yes,
have
you
a
are.
wide range of views. They don't like everything I stand
what
for.
your
They don't
husband's
like
been locked
everything
up
Ben
for would
stands
contradict
for.
why you're in here, wouldn't it? So you're talking shit. Sorry, love.
No, because I'm an adult and I can have debate and conversation with other
What
people
with communists
who
and
have different views and
anti-fascists?
opinions
It's
to
not going to
me.
fool me. It's not going to fool me. It's not going to fool the audience.
Vinny,
They are
you've
not
already fooled yourself.
anti-fascist. They wind you up, and it's called fucking
No, they
banter.
don't. What they do is they give me ammunition to expose them. That's the difference.
Vinny, you just got wrecked by a woman. How do you make that feel?
Well, we disagree. The recording will decide that.
Yeah,
Vinny.
when you need to edit it out. Yeah, okay.
No.
Vinny,
You can
Vinny,
time
when
how
are
long
you
this has
gonna- when
been.
are you gonna get
Time
the
how
help?
long it's been. I'm sure you've recorded at your end, and you'll see for yourself, won't you?
Vinny, when are you going to get the help you need, Vinny? You keep
Yeah.
putting these.
So we've resorted to this
Vinny,
now.
Vinny,
You don't
if
know
you
how
give
to
us
deal with
that,
me, so we're
Vinny,
going to
Vinny,
this.
give
Anyway,
us,
thank you very
give
much,
me your
boys. I'll see
address,
you soon.
and we'll
Take care.
send the
You need
mental
help,
health
don't you,
team round. Come on, Vinny.
And he himself.
And he shot himself.
Can we all just
You absolutely fucked him. Yes, you did.
leave it to a woman? Honestly, no one argues better. The ones with wives that know this.
And there we are. This is today's recent engagement from Mr. Sullivan after being on hiatus for about a week. Yeah, so as we can see, we're going to dive into the lives of Mr. Vincent Sullivan, and I'm going to show you some screenshots now from the conversation between the Alex was talking about there. We've got the conversation between what happened on Instagram between Vinnie and herself. So slightly different mindset in the code. I'll say no more. Okay, so you're the one that tells people to think for themselves. I don't blindly believe anyone with guards, anything like that. It's a fair, impartial, and see evidence of any such wrongdoing before condemning someone. Surely that is fair, just as sensible. So Thomas Sewell regrets speaking to Chris. He did a show with him not long ago, and like the golden top lad he is, Tom mentioned Ben. The very show he apologised for ill not saying it over again. The very show he apologised for. Ill not be saying it all over again. My family deserve better, as do I and the others they attack. Citation needed. I've explained it already, but you're hell-bent on siding with Philo's semi-Nazbols. Okay. That's Vinny. This is Alex saying, I thought that was a good show. I listened to it with Tom mentioning and supporting Ben. It was really appreciated. Tom is a great guy. At this point, you're trying to wind me up, so take care. That was Vinny. This is Alex again. I spoke to the other co-founder of NA who stands in trial in April, and he said 37 were not Antifa. He's not pro them, as I think he likes PA and says it has some good people in it. I don't work with them. I'm a mother and partner of a political prisoner. Then he's a Fed, and I'll say it to his face. I think he's referring to Ben then, or the other guy, the other co-founder of National Action. No need to unfollow me and go away if you're asking people from a daft organization. Go away. I mean it. Ha ha. This is Alex. Ha. He definitely does not faces the same fate as Ben. So what? He says stupid shit. So it isn't a div. He isn't a liability ? You don't know his arse from his elbow. The cunts push communism. You're all thick as F. I mean that. What daft organisation? You bringing my fellows band group into this now? Now go away and tell that mug I'll be needing words. Nah. Shower of Fed posters. Look where it got people. The 14, the 37 mean anti-14. I have recordings of this. Loads. But ask some other prat who don't know them. Tell him Vinny called him a silly cunt and I'll be needing a chat. I think he has other things to worry about, like a 7-year jail sentence after a trial that'll be on the news. You really think you are the center of the fucking universe, don't you? I have recordings of them, and if you don't give a fuck, now you do. You think because someone is nice about Ben. Damien has explained that to me. You should work with the left. That mean but any old idiot can trick you, which have making you a liability. Damien, who defended pesos. That's right. You defended pesos, Damien. You know those you know what a peso is? A peso? That's right, you are now a pasta dish. Well, my fella is in jail partly because of the left. Seriously, you're mental. And attacked my family. He's in jail because he leaped as a Himmler. That's right, he leaped as a Himmler. They call us Nazis. Wake the fuck up. Damien is. They call us Are you talking about like the actual left, or are we talking about 37? Because Damien is none. Wake the fuck up. Okay, no, he didn't. I don't know a fucking him. How dare you? You don't know me. Yet you're working with Antifa. Ben is better than you will ever be. That's now how you'll be spoken. If no, I disagree. I've led men, real men, like not fed posted. I've been in fights with the left in large numbers. The Battle of Seven Copes, not leaped, larped. Okay. You can disagree all you like. You think it's okay to run my man down while he's in jail for fucking years for his right-wing opinions. You're a cunt. I've been giving speeches to a range of people from Civ to Ethnata. You respected him yesterday, Vinnie. No, I've not rubbed him down. What? No, I've not rubbed him down. Deleted voice note. Deleted voice note. I'm done with this. I have a long drive. Yeah, we'll get off my Insta Antifa spy. If it was your family, it wouldn't be so funny. And I didn't. And I didn't put him down. That's how mental you are. How little you listen. Anyone can just trick you and they have you join the other side. Why do you think the anti-14 words chat wants you around? Fuck's sake. You're so blind. Chris has been shunned and you're daft enough to fall for it. You're a liability to anyone in the right at this rate, unfortunately. Even if they wasn't Antifa, which they are, that did that to my mum and you don't care because they tricked you about that it's sick and it's evil. What? Even if it wasn't Antifa, which they are, that they did that to my mum and you don't care because they tricked you about. What's he saying here? Are you trying to trick? Wait, what? Trying to trick about Ben? What? How can we be trying to trick her about Ben? She's like in a relationship with him. How are we tricking her? What? Vinny, you know they dox my mom, and they only care about yourself. And only care what? And only care about what they're going to free Ben, are they? This is like a child writing for the first time, isn't it? What they're going to free Ben, are they? The people who call us Nazis and over and out, don't follow me anymore, please. I don't trust Antifa contacts. Over Jesus Christ, you're spelling. I thought I was bad. I have dysgraphia, and I thought I was bad, man. Holy shit. All I can do is apologize for my tone, but the facts still stand. And if they can, do that to me and my elderly mom on your watch. It destroys the genuine empathy I had for you and the poor bloke locked up. Just because I miss people doesn't mean I'd let Antifa talk me into their group. Take care. You called this group that and him a LARPer, and it's kind of running him down to me. Your mate Charlie was in NA, so was Sam Mellier, so surely that makes them LARPers too then. Yes, to be honest, none of them did much. I'm not putting them down at all. I'm pointing out the obvious. They say the thing about your mum wasn't them. It was one of Charlie's soccer accounts. No, it was them. But actually it wasn't. It was Charlie's soccer account. Phil did it with his own voice for months and his own account. So you're gullible, disrespectful. This is all stems from like Phil BTFOing like Vinnie on what communism is. This is literally the reason why we're in this mess. And his own account, so you're gullible and disrespectful. I'd have to go mad if anyone did that to you or him, but you side with Antifa at the drop of a hat. They did that on their own accounts, and you sat there blaming Charlie. Phil admitted Voodoo Media gave it to them. You have so many screenshots and you say it's Charlie. Since when was Charlie my mate as well? You're letting your personal stuff cloud your political views. I believe it was actually Charlie's soccer account that gave it to Voodoo Media. And therefore it's big risk to others. I don't work with Chris or Sam or anyone in PA, so it's not relevant what they do. It's relevant that you're siding with Antifa, who doxed my mom for months, and then make excuses. And now, I don't know. They are going to free Ben, only state that put him away has the keys. We have to wait it out until April 2027. We have no other choice, and I'm just trying to get through the next 5 years as best as I can for Ben and the children. And hopefully, when he's out, we can have another child and be together as a family and be happy. Anyone really wants.
Hello.
Oof. And that's it. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, that is the next item on the list. We have the, shall we say, case in question of what stirred Vinnie from his, shall we say, you know, this is the video that was sent to Voodoo Media, I believe, by Charlie's soccer account, I think, and Phil, I think he actually sent it to a few people, but yeah, this is the linked account. It was on Vinnie's actual YouTube at one point. Mandy Burke's account was actually linked to Vinnie's channel at one point, so it was on there. So it wasn't really that hard to find, was it? And it was publicly available. Nothing was hidden. She used her own name. And this is what she has to say about Vinnie.
Hello, this is the Radical Coach, and the question today is, do I have a narcissistic son?
Yes, you do, Mandy.
This is a really painful question. And when you've been married or lived with a narcissist and you've got children and you find with their behaviour that they're very narcissistic, even though they hate their father's behaviour, they've become just like their father. It's so painful for a mother to actually come to terms with that. And I don't know which one is more painful, the husband partner who's a narcissist or your son that's become the narcissist, who abuses you, who breaks your boundaries down, who steals and takes things from you, who isn't developing in the way that other children that you might have are doing, who lives a life of drama, one disaster after another, whose bedroom is absolutely chaotic and looks like a vagrant's bedroom. And it doesn't matter how often that you tidy that bedroom, they seem to be just living in absolute filth. And trying to get them out of the home so they can develop and live somewhere else is really, really hard. And then when they do move out or not move out and they get girlfriends of their own, you cannot believe that they're treating that girlfriend in the same way that you've been treated. That they're controlling, they're manipulating, they're abusive. They might even be violent to that girlfriend. And it's so difficult being a mother when you have knowledge and you want to help that girlfriend. You want her to understand this is going nowhere. Please don't have children with them. But if you do try and help the girlfriend, you might live with a very bad consequence of them turning on you, hating you, because you might have made a quick demise for that girlfriend if you've got a relationship with her, because you've told her exactly what it's like to live with a narcissist, and this is the future, this is what's going to happen. And as a mother, you feel so bad that you could have created this situation. If only you could go back in time and change it. If only you could do things differently. Well, you can't. You can't go back. And you've done your very best. Because narcissistic people pick victims. Even if you look confident from the outside, you'll have issues from your childhood going on within you that you might not even be aware of. You might have had an absent father. You might have had an alcoholic mother. You might have had a cold mother that wasn't affectionate to you. Either way, you're a victim of the narcissist situation. And now you've got a son who you love so much. Your heart bleeds because you want the very best for them. You hope one day that they're going to go to bed and wake up and see the light and see how destructive they're being towards you. And sometimes the sons can be worse than the fathers because they know how weak you are. They know how much you love your son or them. And they turn that and use that against you. Or they get the father and they turn him against you as well if they don't get their own way. So like the adult male narcissist, let's say, can't bear the no word. You'll have had a child who's narcissistic maybe that couldn't bear the no word when they were little. And you might have called it something else. You know, you might have gone down a completely different road thinking that it could be Asperger's or it could be something else. But when it slowly and finally sinks in that you've got a narcissistic son and you can never have a real relationship with them because they won't allow it, because they hate you as much as they hate everybody else, because someone's got to pay, someone's got to be to blame. The wound in a mother's heart is so great, the burden is so huge that you feel that you are an absolute failure as a parent. But thinking like that isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to realise that this is something that's happened and you need to get strong. And you might even be going through the bereavement stages where you're never going to be able to have that cosy chat with them like you wanted. And you feel such a loss. But that's what it feels like if you've got a narcissistic son who you love, but you know the relationship is never going to be right. Until next time.
Who is Mandy Burke's narcissistic son? Could it be Vincent Burke, otherwise known as Vinnie Sullivan? Could the humble great white Finn be Mandy's son? Does Vinnie Sullivan, real name Vincent Burke, even have a mother called Mandy? Let's find out. We all know our Vinnie Sullivan is an East London lad. Here we have the registry of birth for Vincent Peter Burke in the London borough of Waltham Forest in 1988. The maiden name of the child's mother, listed here, is Sullivan. So at this point we have established that Vincent Burke's mother had the maiden name of Sullivan, but the married name of Burke. But is her first name Mandy? We'll check that next. So now we know why Vinnie uses the name Sullivan. It's his mother's maiden name. So, let's take a look at the Register of Marriages to see if we can find a record of a marriage between a man with the surname Burke and a lady with the surname Sullivan prior to 1988, when Vinnie Sullivan was born. Bingo! Peter Burke married Mandy Burke in September 1983. Vinnie Sullivan aka Vincent Peter Burke is Mandy Burke's narcissist son. And do you remember how Mandy Burke mentioned in her video how terribly her son treated his girlfriend? She wasn't lying.
A man who bombarded his ex-girlfriend with text messages and
Right. Okay. So here was the thing Hemi was trying to bring up earlier in the conversation we had. It was the Guardian, right? But it's not the Guardian, as in the big bad Guardian. You know, this is the East London and West Essex Guardian, right? That was the paper it was in. It's a local paper. This was in, right?
calls was handed a 12-month restraining order and told to attend a domestic abuse program. Unemployed Vincent Burke, 26, of Mornington Road, Chingford, made up to 80 calls a day to Valentina Palmieri from Waltham Abbey after their 7-year relationship ended, Chelmsford Magistrates Court heard yesterday. He is banned from contacting his former girlfriend in any way for the next 12 months and must complete 80 hours of unpaid work, as well as paying costs of £145. Burke, who pleaded guilty on April 1 to harassing Miss Palmieri on or before the 29th of March this year, was warned by the magistrates that if he returned to court he would face jail. Magistrates Chairman, the Reverend Jeff Smith, said, "We don't know exactly what her long-term reaction to what's happened is going to be, but at the very least I would have thought she would have a degree of suspicion about future relationships. This does make this offense very serious indeed. If you come back again for anything approaching this kind of problem, You will leave this building through the door behind you, to the cells, he warned Burke. Prosecutor Denise Holland told the court 2 years ago Burke was given a harassment warning by police about sending texts to his ex-girlfriend. He stopped for a month, and then began contacting her again, and they restarted a relationship, but that broke down in April last year. Ms. Holland said, on the 25th of March this year Miss Palmieri contacted police to say, since they separated she had received hundreds of emails, calls and texts although she had not seen him for a year. She regularly received about 30 calls a day and had received up to 80 calls in one day from him. She said the calls were not violent, but
So here's Vinnie in the recording trying to say, oh, allegedly I had 80 calls. No, it's in the court papers that she was shown to have 80 calls from him in one day, right? It wasn't allegedly. It happened, Vincent. It happened.
persistent. They asked personal questions such as, who are you sleeping with? Comma, and why are you doing this? Comma.
So he was a jealous boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, now wondering like, oh, who are you sleeping with now, and why are you doing this? Okay, so that just, I mean, that's Vincent in a nutshell, isn't it? He's just jealous.
She added. Mitigating, Gareth Hunter explained the couple's 7-year relationship had broken down, and Burke couldn't cope with it. He dealt with it by bombarding her with messages. He accepts he needs help. It's over and done with, and that's the end of it, he added.
And that was supposedly the end of it. But, well, time will tell, right? Time will tell if this is the end of such a harassment spree by Mr. Burke. What else did I want to bring up? Oh yeah, do you remember the story? You know, the little thing about Vinnie and how I'm homeless. I've been made homeless, right? Well, where is it? You're talking to. Here we are. We've got a little interview by Mr. Burke here, telling us about how he lost his home.
And within the first 2 months, I was homeless. Well, there's some indiscrepancies about. I came home one day and my home had been basically taken. It was mobile, shall we say, and apparently I owed a few £100 somewhere. And as a result, it was taken with all my possessions, and I was told they wanted 10 grand or I wasn't getting it back in a short amount of time. Now, that was my entire life, from my dead relatives and dead friends' possessions to, my shoes. And they knew that. And it was a way of weakening my spirit. So I've lost a lot.
But remember the story Vinnie told about how Diane Abbott took his boat, right? Diane Abbott, literally, came along and towed his boat away. No, Vinnie just didn't pay the fees, and he's then, this. You don't just get a simple fine one day and then say, oh, now you need to pay 10 grand. No, this seems like it was an ongoing thing, and he didn't pay his tax on the waterways, right? And so he got towed away and was asked to pay 10,000 in the fine. He couldn't pay it. So he came up with a story about how Diane Abbott and the left conspired to take his boat, right? Jesus Christ. The absolute delusions of a man. And, well, what else is there to say? He is delusional. I kind of have to say that. So what is Vincent's end goal here? Right, he's set up against the 37, which isn't going well for him, to say the least. He won't win. No one's ever won against the 37. Not PA, not Vincent, not TRR. So why is he doing it? And well, the big boffins at the 37, the MI5 assets, the guys at the desk behind, Frith Wolf and Damien across the aisle from each other. They've come up with some big brain takes, and they think the reason why Vinny's doing this is because well, Vincent's just being used by Patriot Alternative, and as we've seen, his kind of shift in thinking. He seems to defend everything to do with PA now. There's a video that Chris put out recently, with the active patriot stuff. I'll show you that now. Actually, again, here we are. So here is here's active patriot, with the good old song we played at the beginning. Obviously, this is the active patriot version. He's burning the TRR thing after Vinny's harassed him for obviously talking with Chris, right? Going on the stream with Chris, right? Even though we see here Vinny's talked to Chris plenty of times and he didn't think he was Antifa back then, right? But now all of a sudden he's Antifa, right? So then, guilt by association, everyone's Antifa. You can't talk to Chris. You can't slag PA off, right? Because that's what Chris did on that stream with Active. Chris aired some things about Patriot Alternative and called them out, and lo and behold, Vinny jumps to his defense. Vinny is there, PA's defense, beck and call. Oh, you can't say that. They're fighting. TRR and PA are fighting for white unity. That cringe shit, right? It's rather odd. And then obviously, as soon as Active's like, no, fuck this, I'm not being told what to say and do. Here he is telling us then he pulls out the shirt and says, oh, fuck this, I'll burn this. It's like, oh well, some of the gang were like, yeah, let's we'll pay you to burn that shirt. And so that's how Active got his travel expenses paid for the next couple of months, yeah, because people wanted to see it, and we got what I wish. And obviously this triggered Vinny to no end, and Voodoo Media jumped in and paid 50 quid, and yeah, so there we go. And then all of a sudden, Active Patriots working with Antifa. But the thing is, like, anyone, because anyone who works with Voodoo Media is Antifa. But the problem is, Voodoo Media's worked with Patriotic Alternative on their PA Talk intro. He actually made that for them. He's actually donated to Mark Collett. And yeah, so it's kind of, well, hold on a second. Vinny's not calling them out, but he's calling Active out for, taking the money. Bit odd, don't you think? Even though Vinny proclaims that, PA and TRR, they're not friends. He's called Mark out plenty of times. He doesn't like Mark. He goes to bat to defend them so rigorously, or just ignore, the hypocrisy here. So why is he not doing it? It's very interesting. And well, we then thought, okay, so this is all about just distraction, isn't it? So what has gone on in PA circles in the last 2 months that have really kind of like cast a shadow on their like organization? Well, I don't know if you remember, back in January we had this rather interesting article come out from The Ferret. Here we go. I'll load it up. Here we are. Women had suicidal thoughts after misogynistic abuse by Patriotic Alternative supporters. Betty Briggs, January 9, 2022. 2 women formerly involved with Patriotic Alternative, a far-right group whose most active chapter is in Scotland, have described how they suffered depression and suicidal thoughts after misogynistic abuse and threats by supporters. Organisation is really dangerous, they said, backing up experts on fascism who have expressed fears over PA and pro-rape comments by men following far-right groups on platforms such as Telegram. Yep, it's kind of, like, if this is what nationalism, joking about the rape thing is like, no, I don't described that. One woman told the ferret she suffered nightmares and panic attacks and contemplated suicide after a threat of rape. The woman spoke to the ferret on condition of anonymity because they fear repercussions. Well, look what happened to me. Like, I spoke out, and 2 guys turned up at 7 a.m. to deliver pizza, didn't they? Haha, no. Patriot Alternative, PA, was described last month as Britain's fascist threat by Hope Not Hate. The anti-racism group said PA's most active chapter was in Scotland, where they're still actively recruiting. The UK-wide organisation links to ban neo-Nazi terror group National Action. That's kind of been confirmed, hasn't it, nowadays? Mark and Sam Mellier have had involvement in the National Action. Okay, Hope Not Hate regret reports followed revelations by the ferret this year that some PA supporters in Scotland were neo-Nazis and former members of the far-right group, the Scottish Defence League. True. This is true. I believe, undercover investigation found PA supporters posted racist and anti-Semitic comments and disturbing images in private groups, blah, 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 mentioning out Telegram. Private group, around 60 people, contain individuals who have been members of or expressed support of for neo-Nazi group Blood and Honour, the British National Party, the British Union, and the British Union of Fascists. One person who used the pseudonym Iron Thunder. Okay, so they're going over the old stuff. Okay, so both women who spoke to the ferret are no longer involved with PA. A woman contacted us after 5 people were killed last August in Plymouth by Jake Davison. That's the incel guy. An adherent of incel culture, which involves men blaming women for their sexual failings. She explained how she was drawn to far-right politics after the 2017 terrorist attacks in Manchester. Initially, she followed the English-French League, then became involved with PA, having got swept up in the kind of holy war, believing she had to fight for Western civilization. A woman told the ferret, a lot of people are drawn into that, and a lot of women like me, they, PA, tailor it to make it sound a lot less dangerous than it is. We're nice, we don't hate people, and then you only realise how dangerous it is when you're in it. Well, yeah, there are elements within PA that are not, and I've got, I have experience of this. They are not friendly. Like they are, they speak in tongues, shall we say? Like this woman is claiming here. Yeah, 1 minute, they perceive that they're nice, but then you've got the elements like Kenny Smith, and who wants to, break people's legs, who are, rather than just ignoring these fucking people. He wants to do harm to such people. While following EDL, she suffered online abuse from men, and a male supporter of PA started stalking her. She said, "This person was sending messages to my house. He was sending letters. He was calling me all the time. He was sending me obscene threats and pictures, all this kind of stuff." The ferret has seen some of these messages, including one threatening to rape woman A. She said the constant threat of danger caused her to suffer anxiety and panic attacks on a daily basis. I would jump at the patio lights coming on at night, and I would regularly double check the locks on the doors and windows, fearing someone could break into my property at any point, she said. This, like, if you give PA, this is the kind of thing you run into. Like, you're giving them your address, your passport, and what have you got? Like, if this shit hits the fan, if things break down, you've got people who know where you live, who could do that. This is, yeah. I would have nightmares about strange men coming into my bedroom window and would become hyper-vigilant when walking or using my phone or laptop, as I've also had my private accounts hacked and had no way of knowing how my personal data was being used or what was being shared with others. She also claimed there were disturbing online discussions among male PA supporters about other females with running themes of degradation and subjugation with women. Women continue, I think these groups are actually really dangerous, especially after Davison shooting. These people are full of rage. They can't find a partner, rage because they feel the world is against them. Because, if you're gone from worrying about demographics to laughing at the idea of a woman you've never met being raped, if they're willing to treat women in their own circles like this, imagine how they could go on to treat those outside the group. Yeah. Like, there is this cult, there is this. This is it. This is not right wing. This is disgusting. Like, quite literally, this is actually disgusting behavior from any man. Like, if your father saw you doing this kind of shit, would they be proud of you for like, oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, let's talk about women like this. I know my father wouldn't. Another former female PA supporter also spoke to the ferret on condition we protected their identity. 1B because became involved with the group after taking an interest in British nationalism. She said, I saw PA forming and it was community friendly. I just felt eager to get involved. In the beginning, that is how it was. It was like they were friendly and welcoming, but that doesn't last. They're so creepy. Basically, they're just stalkers. If you're a woman and you get involved with this kind of movement, you'll meet a lot of men who are very kind of desperate. They try and get your attention any way they can. They'll be constantly in your DMs, direct messages, commenting on everything you do, trying to get your attention. And when you don't give them that, they'll become nasty. Women B continued, I took myself away from it all. It was really bad for me. It was really bad for my mental health. It caused me a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression. I've been distancing myself from it for the past year and I feel a lot better. I once spoke to the ferret following a gun attack last August in Plymouth. Listen, was the UK's worst mass shooting by? Okay. Okay, so on about Davison. Professor Matthew Freeman, director of that. Oops. Regarding claims of misogyny among support of the PA, Philman said this came as no surprise. He added in the view, this is a thuggish racist movement in Britain, as is reactionary gender policies by over double speak. What goes on? Yeah, a PA have a PR problem. They again, what Laura, Mark, and that put on with tea time with Laura and Sam. That's the front. What you have in your chats, that is the real beating heart of the movement there, isn't it? You see all this shit. I've seen it, and you're like, well, that's not something you should be proud of in your movement, right? That's what these experts are seeing, right? These onlookers are watching and saying, well, this doesn't match up with what, Laura's putting out there with her family-friendly images, right? This is the problem. You've got a diametrically opposed image, and no one's going to believe that if for long once they see what actually is in there. So he claims he is anti-Semitic to the core, but strives for a wholesome family-friendly image. Okay. Port said misogyny is widespread on messing up Telegram text, blah blah. Okay, so basically, yeah. So yeah, so basically claims of stalking and threats to women who have left PA or have been around PA abuse. Okay, so is that something that PA are trying to get away from? Is Vinnie proudly defending an organization that wants this? What else could PA have happened and trying to hide all of a sudden in the last couple of months? Well, here we go. Here's our good friend Charlie Big Potatoes. What's this? Where's Charlie gone? Oh, what's this? Oh, Patriotic Alternatives resident neo-Nazi in Spain, Chris Kearns, aka Charlie Big Potatoes, multiple SOC med accounts, arrested in Malaga for drug offences and running tax-dodging, cash-paid slave labour gangs using immigrants. The irony. So I don't know if anyone's up to date on this, and we'd sure like to hear Charlie or PA's comment on this, wouldn't we, lads? We'd like to hear just what's happened with Charlie, lad. It seems he's got himself in the spot of bother after coming back from Dubai. He seems to have ended up in some kind of trouble with the police. What's this? Drug offences? Oh, interesting. And running tax-dodging, cash-based labour gang using immigrants. Wow, I mean, that's such a good look for PA, isn't it? That's something you want your mental health and fitness officer to have on his resume. I wonder if there's anything more to the story. What have we got here? Last week, he was posting on Telegram how immigrants who break the law should be deported. We agree. In this case, deportation to the UK would entail him facing multiple criminal charges there, which he thought he could avoid by going to Spain. What an idiot. So finally, British plod have caught up with Charlie. That's the story here, I think. It's quite interesting if it's true how they found him. But yes, it seems like Charlie is going to be making his debut back in England. He's finally going to live up to his promise of coming home, but it will just be in chains, it seems. So here we go. We have Kearns is wanted in the UK for his role within the far-right terrorist group National Action. Interesting. Another NA member. We've got a lot of ex-NA members within Patriotic Alternative, haven't we? Very interesting to note there. Spanish police knew that Kearns was in Spain, just not which town or city or neighbourhood. He was always very careful in his selfies not to include much of a background. I hear his local was ID'd via a unique cafe logo on a coffee cup in a photo. Bravo. So it took them this long to dox his coffee cup. And, well, from what I understand, he got picked up at the airport. Interesting. Have PA said anything? Is there a grift streaming coming for Charlie Big Potatoes? How he's been wrongfully done by? You know, he's like Sven Longshanks, and he's just, he's spent the last 2 years on bail, and he's, on tag, waiting for his court date to appear, but nothing was said about it. For all the time that I was in PA, no one said anything about Sven Longshanks being on tag. Bit interesting that. And now this. I mean, it doesn't look good, does it? That Charlie's, running a immigrant slave gang tax dodging scheme, and you're the mental health officer, and also drug offences. Who knows what they could be? It'd be interesting to find. I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? And yeah. So I wonder, like, is PA using this to? I mean, because of 37 gang have always been there to hold PA's feet to the fire. Is this Sullivan's ultimate end? Is this his goal? Is he just a pawn for PA to distract the 37? Well, the 37 knows that Vinnie's just a pawn. We've known this for a while. We've just been having too much fun with him. But as we said, 37, we will resume our normal services shortly. As you can see, we're here. We're not going away, Vinnie. So you might as well stop now. Mark, we'll see you soon. You guys, thanks for listening to Vincent Sullivan's Gay Babble. You've been done by the best. The apex of British nationalism, Madfwaz. And don't forget, we don't control everything. Only the important stuff. The lolcows, the retards, and Telegram faggots. Thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you soon. I'll play the video again because actually this tune is really catchy. So, adios.
came in a chain reaction.